Run it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Hearing something different other than assume the position. Instead of moving to prison, we can move to mansions. An important part of business, we call that expansion. What up, black man? Yo, what up with you? Chillin', you know, doing what I always do. Gotta represent, we some of the chosen few. So it's up to us to show and prove. Right. What up, black man? Yo, what up with you? Chillin', you know, doing what I always do. Gotta represent, we some of the chosen few. So it's up to us to show and prove. Right.
You can be a black man. What up, everybody? This is episode. Let me turn this down a little bit because I see I'm peaking just a tad. This is episode 120 of Banter Debauchery. Today we have my nigga, Grammy nominated, SXW South by Southwest, performing. My brother from another motherfucking Keys in the building. Everybody give it up for Keys. This is my nigga, man. I know this nigga forever, man. What's up, Keys?
What's going on, bro?
Chilling, man.
Key.
I appreciate you hopping on the podcast today. Oh yeah, we got Vay. He's here too.
That's fine. You can write me off if you want to.
I ain't mean it like that, but I forgot. Like, well, even niggas seen you enough times to know who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? I'm wearing a Nike shirt, a white Nike shirt. What's up, though, Keys? What's up with everything, man?
Yeah, man, chilling. Happy to be on the podcast.
Happy to have you.
I'm going crazy.
Yeah, man. So you dropped the news yesterday. That you're gonna be performing at South by Southwest. Me and you was supposed to go 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. What happened was we were supposed to go, and then the world shut down.
Yep.
Then I remember when, like, I was looking, and I was like, I don't know, because when I book flights, I never used to use flight insurance. I was just like, whatever. But I was like, something told me, like, let me just do it just in case. And then right after I booked it, like a week later, everything started going crazy. And then all of a sudden you see Twitter pulled out of South by Southwest. Then all these different companies, there was a Microsoft and all these different other things. I'm like, yo, what is going on? And then they shut it down. And then old boy was like, he's like, yo, I know we can still go down there. There's going, there's still going to be like 500,000 people or something crazy. And I was like, you know what? Nah. I'm good on that. Because at the time, nobody knew what was going on. We didn't know, everything shut down. But whatever it was, we held on to it. I kept in contact with the people, and it's like, okay, we're back on. We're going to do it this year now. All right, let's hit.
Let's get it. That's huge, man. You going to South by Southwest. You also being Grammy nominated. That shit is crazy. Like, niggas don't understand. Like, that motherfucker, when I say Grammy nominated, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. This nigga was really nominated for a fucking Grammy. What was it, 1 or 2?
It was a couple categories.
Okay.
We were doing best new artist. I just made the cut because we've been doing music for a long time.
Yeah.
But as far as like tracks that are on the radar, like available publicly and stuff like that, I just made the cut. So I did that. We did album. We did for album of the year, rap album of the year. We're gonna do a whole lot of other things too, which I've kind of redirected my plans a little bit. So I want to take a bigger step in like production and being like an executive producer. And coming up with a lot of stuff. So we're gonna hit it from another angle. We're bringing home several Grammys, and we could even do it. Look into Oscars. We could do movies and all the goodies. I'm down for it.
Yeah. See, that's why I want to sit. That's why I want to have Zay sit down with you. It's because you know the process. This motherfucker can submit his music, you know, for a Grammy and shit. But like motherfucking, but he need to. I can't tell my because I don't know how to do the shit. But if he sits down with you, because motherfucking we all sit here, we all know that Zay makes good music, great music. Yep. So like that shit would definitely motherfuckers hear that shit. They're like, oh, okay. I mean, not to say like, well, if you can get, but I'm just like, but motherfucker, but nigga from where we're from, like not even on the radar like that can get nominated for a Grammy. Then motherfucking he definitely would be on some shit.
100%, yo, and that's how we on it. Like, you know what I'm saying, family's family, and then especially we extend, you know what I'm saying, we extend the love. If you got something you want to talk about, let's break bread. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But anyway, so you been me and you. Well, I'm not gonna say me and you. You been doing music since like 2002.
That's a fact.
Yeah, 2002. I remember when let me tell y'all a story. I remember when I wanted to do Keys was doing his first album, Eighth of a Key, I believe, right?
Oh yeah,
Eighth of a Key. Keys was doing his first album, Eighth of a Key. I said, yo, let me get on the album. Keith said, nah, you ain't good enough yet, man.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. In a roundabout way, you was like, you ain't good enough yet.
I didn't say it like that. There's no way.
In a roundabout way, the nigga said, he said it like that. And then you were like, after that nigga, that shit pissed me off so much that I went crazy. You know what I'm saying? I went fucking crazy, yo. I went fucking crazy, man. Shout out to Vay, Brad. That's right. Remember that shit after that? You tell like the
Chronicles of Greatness and stuff like
that. Man, you know what I'm saying? Fucking 35 track mixtapes.
Yeah. I remember, he had like Chronicles of Greatness, Chronicles of Greatness 2.
Yep.
All in the Game.
All in the Game too.
It was all in the game too.
Yeah.
4 mixtapes.
Niggas just went nuts, man.
Countless songs. We did a bunch of NRN stuff as well.
Yep. There's this motherfucker Vay was here. Did a bunch of NRN stuff. The NRN anthem.
That's actually back when I first met Vay.
Yep.
We were we did the NRN anthem, and then we was working with
Chillis
back in the day.
Yeah.
Chillis. You know Chillis too?
You said what?
I said I was talking to Vay. He know Chillis too?
Yeah, nigga.
That's where we record at.
Yeah, me and him used to go to the studio every week to Chillis' house to record.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think is that what Flo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were all down there.
Yep. Yeah, we was all down here.
We were all down there. You're right.
Yep.
Cause remember it was because also we celebrated my 21st birthday.
And remember when a friend of ours that will remain nameless, who is of Caucasia, got on stage and said, "What up, my niggas?
What up, my niggas?"
Good fucking times, man. But nah, man, motherfuckers, we been rapping for a long time, man. Like, I mean, you kept that. I was like, yes, I fucked it off.
Not for nothing. The it sometimes you feel like you're beating your head against the wall. You know what I mean? You're going around in circles. You're doing all this stuff. And actually, I was kind of on a downturn until when I got sick, and I was like, all right, well, then I got inspired by I was like, all right, this might be the last joint.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's do it again. And then I kind of came to a conclusion too that my definition of success isn't necessarily it doesn't have to match anybody else's. What my success is what, you know what I mean? So a lot of times you might hear that, okay, well, maybe they're a little older or something like that, and that's not really about it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't look at it in that aspect. I feel as though I make good music. I feel as though I continue to make good music, and so I'm just going to keep doing it. And then, but I did, however, I wanted to tell you that I did put a number on it, like as far as singles project goes.
Yeah,
I feel like I want to put a cap on how many albums I create or how many single projects. You know what I mean? If we're doing joint stuff, that's something different or whatever else, or me producing. But I like this way it keeps me I don't just overstay my welcome. I know exactly where I need to stop, and I can put a point on.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So, oh
Just
man,
trying to
that's
get
what I
some
fucking forgot to
organization.
do.
Facts.
But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, like, whenever you release a joint, you know, I always listen to it. Whenever you release a joint, I'll be like, damn. Or like back in the day when we was all like individually doing our own thing, I hear some key shit and I'd be like, damn. This motherfucker right here, man. This nigga. So this nigga spit some shit. Now I'm like, nah, I gotta go spit some shit. You know what I mean? Because in the beginning, when we was rapping, you was always on your fucking, you know, your lyrical miracle shit. You know what I'm saying? You was all you got it down yet. You flowed down. You know, you spitting the shit. Maybe we did the maybe it was me, you, and Ak, and we did the Take It Personal.
Ooh, take it personal.
Yeah, you remember we did Take It Personal.
Take it personal.
And then fucking like every time I would leave and come back, I would be better because I gotta be in competition with this nigga.
That's how it's supposed to go.
You know what I'm saying? So remember what it said, the left, come back in 2 years. Go and say, all right, nigga, let's go do a track. Remember the same shit where fucking what was this shit called?
Can I throw my
Busta
favorite out
Iggity, man. Busta
Damn.
Iggity. Remember this shit? I wrote 2 verses while you was doing your first verse. And the first verse, he was like, yo, this shit don't make, this shit don't like go with the verse. I was like, what are you talking about? I know what the fuck Busta the Iggity was, you know what I'm saying? And then he told me, and I go, okay, whew. While you do your verse, write it down. And motherfucking, was it Mel? Who?
Melly wasn't there for Busta Iggity?
Yeah, who was the producer dude?
Engineer probably.
Yeah, who's the engineer, I mean?
Was it engineer? Was that his beat? I think it was engineer's beat.
Oh, so like, remember then I fucking, he was like, well, let the nigga do it, let's see how it fit.
Oh, it was engineer's beat when we did it at Axe, I think.
No, we didn't do that. We didn't do
Didn't do that one at Axe?
No, that was at we was on Rainbow. At somebody's house on Rainbow. Not Rainbow, Albany.
Yeah, that had to have been engineer then.
Yeah. We was on Albany. Nigga, these are streets in Amityville, nigga, so. But then motherfucker, so you know, I come with the shit and I always know if this nigga Keys gonna go. I ain't gonna be the nigga. They be like, oh, you know, his shit is hot, but
no, hell no.
So like Keys shit is hot, but this other nigga, you know what I'm saying? And then I made it on the studio album.
Nigga, murk that shit. It's still to this day one of the hottest verses I could pull up.
Nigga, I was in my bag on that one, but that's only because of you, nigga. Because you are the motherfucking, you the catalyst. You the point. If niggas is trying to rap, I'm not, no, motherfuckers not saying like you the greatest, but if they gotta be on their shit when they rap with you. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
And motherfuckers like, cause you gonna come in your shit. Remember even the shit that we got, even the shit that we got in fucking coming up, the grumpy old man shit. In the verse you said, like I told you my verse.
That's what made me go crazy.
No.
This nigga killed that shit.
Yeah, I wrote my verse. I remember I was on the phone with Vay while I was writing my verse. And fucking Vay was like, that shit is hot. And I was like, yo, I got my verse. It's just like a section mission, but I got that. And I told you the shit. And you were like, all right, well, I'm going to give it to you later and tell you verse. I'm like, all right, this nigga wake me up. And the motherfucker be like, yo, if this nigga spitting the shit, and I'm laying in the bed like this, and the nigga done spitting, I'm like, I might have to change my shit. I might have to change a couple things. You know what I mean? Motherfucker, you be going hard though, man. Pause.
That's what's up, man. Grumpy old man coming soon. Let's get it.
Yeah, grumpy old man. I thought, what the fuck is this song called? God damn.
Glasgow Smile.
Oh, Glasgow Smile. That's right, nigga. That shit, that beat and everything, that shit is dope. But so what else you got going though? But like, what else you been up to?
Just like I said, just grinding. Been doing a lot of stuff on the business end. Just the last couple of years, we're trying to get everything situated. That had something that had a lot to do with getting the trademark for Keys, getting the trademark for the Pifferage Farm. We're just going to sort some stuff out as far as that goes. And as soon as I get everything clear on that regard, I'm dropping a lot of stuff. Like I wanted to put out a couple books. Was thinking about hiring artists, like drawing artists to do like comics coming up with different concepts. I want to do content too, like video content. I was thinking about doing a cooking show. Also, anything that I'm gonna reach out to you on your end, see what you have, because you whether you know it or not, you're like an executive. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell y'all niggas this, man. This is how real of a nigga Keys is. You don't talk to this nigga Keys for like 4 months, right? Nigga Keys will come back and be like, "Hey, man, I'm doing something," and so I'm like, "Oh, nigga, that's what's up." Yeah, and you need to be on that. I'll be like, "Okay, that's fine." You know what I'm saying? The nigga Keys always gonna look out for his people, man. Me and that nigga got that in common. That we always gonna look out for the people. But when you've been friends for so long, you like shit like you don't even expect that, man. That's why like having a good group of friends is really integral to motherfuckers like growth, like in life. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Whole fact.
Like if you have
it sucks too because I see people now, and they don't really have that like a friendship. I know like certain people, they can't just be like, "Yo, that's my people's," like that, like legit.
Yeah.
There's always some kind of caveat.
Yeah. So what'd you say, Vay?
Nah, I seen you looking at the screen. I was trying to let you know my screen didn't freeze.
No. I was looking. I don't look into the camera when I do this shit, even though I'm supposed to. I go like this because I'm looking at the screen, so I'm looking at y'all. So,
but yo, I totally agree. Especially like having a group of friends, because I felt like if one of us get on, we all get on.
Yep.
So it's like that's how I look at it. So it's like if somebody come to me and say, "Hey man, I want you to write a movie." Okay, bet. Yo, Keys, B, Zay, you know what I'm saying? Flo, I need everybody in this. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling everybody. You know
what, you just gave me an idea, and I'll talk about it. I'll talk to y'all about it in a little bit.
Okay,
that's fair.
You just gave me an idea because I had something in my head.
Adam Sandler shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers don't know that you've been through a lot, nigga. How's I mean, I know you don't mind me talking about it. How much? How's the battle with the scardosis?
Yeah, it's right now it's pretty much under wraps. They the only thing is that I just got to work a little bit harder. That's fine. Like you know what I'm saying? Like grinding, trying to get it back in fighting shape, as I call it. It takes me a little bit longer. So whatever, if I have to work a little longer, a little harder, whatever. But I'm in good health. You know what I'm saying? I got my wits about me. I woke up. I'm good to go. You know what I'm saying? I really cannot complain. Everything is like, you know what I mean? Like we out here grinding, and I'm able to take part in the podcast. I'm very pleased with the success that's going down. You know what I mean? I wish you all the greatness, man. You know what it is.
Yeah. See,
we're gonna do 1 billion episodes.
Oh, hey, nigga, I'm already at 120. You know what I'm saying? I'm already at 120, so fuck it.
Right. Like, and that's not even counting. I don't know. Can I mention the Booger Sugar?
Yeah, you mentioned the Booger Sugar.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
this goes back. So he got numbers on it.
Yeah. You know, I'm just, when you try to find you try to find your niche, you try to go, for shit, man. You don't let nothing stop. That's what I always say, man. I always say, train don't stop, nigga. Like right. Motherfucking, they made the shit. Sometimes shit may derail, but like they always gonna fix the track, and motherfucking the train don't stop. You got to do that no matter what. You got to keep going, no matter through. Not all of the bullshit, all of the shit you got to deal with. You just got to fucking keep going because that's what you do. If you serious about something. You just gotta keep pushing, nigga. Shit may be slow at first, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, yo. You know what I mean?
It's a complete learning curve too. You know why? Yeah. Because doing a lot of stuff that we do, we never really had anybody. We have some assistance in certain regards, but a lot of this shit is trial and error.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, well, okay, this didn't necessarily work. Maybe we try it this way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it's gonna keep going. And then eventually you get a handle on it, and you know what you're doing, and then you can do it a little bit better than you did before. But it'll never be perfect. Yours, you know what I mean?
And you know, that's exactly when we used to rap. Like you would, if I listen to my my old raps, good God, I listen, good God,
That's all I got my own shit too, man.
nigga, like motherfucking But it's always good to have somebody like take for instance the song that I just put out. I did the shit like last year, but the song that I just put out, Beast, right? That song, me on the song, I was spitting. But if Zay, my cousin, didn't engineer it or take his time with what he did and fucking mix that shit the way he mixed that shit, to me it wouldn't have sounded as great. And when you got somebody like when you got people around you, like, he ain't have to do that. He could have just recorded my song and said, all right, nigga, here. No, but like, I remember we went to sleep. I woke up the next day. We sitting there chilling. I'm hearing him work on this shit. Then he goes, hey, yo. He pulls my shit back up and he's like, there's something I could fix on this. And motherfucker go through the song and he spent like, in the 2 days on one song, spend like fucking 5 hours on the shit, making the shit right. And I think back, I used to be bitter about it, but I'm not anymore. But I think back to when we was rapping back in the day. And I ain't have it's on my other YouTube page, 4K Goons. I'll send you the link. I ain't have the motherfucking, like, if I had a nigga like him back then, right, nigga, we would have been, you know what I'm saying?
Put on. In fact, like, I see what you're saying. Use because Chronicles of Greatness, you was recording is it in Georgia?
I was recording in my room on a fucking PS2 online mic into the computer, mixing the shit myself. Shit is crazy as hell when you listen to it now. Shit is all over the place. Nigga, look, like,
but that's just real talk though. Like, yeah, that's how we started it. You know what I mean? We didn't know what else to do. I remember, like, the very first shit I ever recorded in my life was like, I had a boom box and with a cassette player, and I could actually record it. There was like a mic I could speak into on the thing.
Yeah.
And I'd play like a Casio beat in the background or something. You know what I mean? You make do.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. But niggas don't understand the process and shit. But when you that young, you don't really know about like fucking, like, it's good that these new age niggas know that shit about the engineering and the mixing and all that shit. Cause back then we didn't know that shit. Motherfucker throw some shit together, it sound good to us, and we out. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. We good. You know, put it out.
What up, my nigga D? But like you kept at that shit. Every time I come, you got a new project. You look this nigga up on Spotify. This nigga got albums out the ass. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking, like, I remember the eighth of a key. You in the red shirt. You know what I'm saying? In the hat. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that's a good name. And both fucking or we coming down here, you come down here, do a track with me. Like, you was never on no fucking you're never, like, your personality is never on some, you know, I'm better than you, but I'm not gonna do shit with you. Like nigga, like come down here, yo, hop on my shit with me. I'm doing a mixtape, man. Hop on the song. I'm like, yeah, I got you. Me, you, and Chill is sitting in the crib when I be writing something up. You know what I mean? We do this shit real quick. Or fuck, like, yo, nigga, you coming down here, man? I'm trying to do the anthem, man. You write a verse? Like, yeah, I got you, man. Write a verse and shit like that. It wasn't like, you're never on no whatchamacallit shit, man. You always on your
Hollywood, man.
Yeah, you always on your hustle mode. You know what I mean?
And always that was actually like the first time that, you know, I really got to know Keys, because it's like when you know, compared to everybody else been rapping longer than me. So me getting up on there, and then, you know, I stepped off and Keys came up to me. He was like, hey man, you wrote that? I was like, yeah. He's like, sound good.
Yeah.
So it was just like, you know, he never comes off as like, you know, I've never got that impression from Keys. So it's like, that's the reason why, you know, I feel like, you know, not just a friendship, but also like a work relation, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know what I'm saying, will be like longevity because of the type of person that he is, you know what I'm saying? You know, because his level was like up here, man. Keys done a lot of shit. I ain't even gonna lie. That man has done a lot of shit, but like, he's always up here, but he has no problem coming down to where you at to try to pull you up where he's at. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the mark of a true man. You know what I'm saying? Well, the mark of a true friend.
True man.
But so you I remember that shit, man. You and all that shit. You know what I mean? We did that shit. You've been rapping Nigga, I remember when that nigga went to L.A. That motherfucker said, I remember when you first told me you got nominated for a Grammy. I said, get the fuck out of here, man. And he showed me the certificate. I was like, oh shit. Nigga went to L.A. Nigga bumping elbows with these motherfuckers, man. That shit, how was that, man, when you went? And then you shot a video in L.A.
Yeah. It was something like, you know what I want to do actually is once I get a little bit more of a freedom, like a space, and like some more money built up, I want to do a thing where we shoot all of, like, there's a lot of visuals that need to be shot, including Bust Iggity. We're gonna redo it.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna run down the line, and then so there's a lot of more videos to do, including, that was just something to get a visual out. First off, there's an LA feel to the Wrecking Ball.
Yeah.
The beat sound like some LA shit. And I was in California. I was like, you know what? This is prime real estate right here. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
There's no point in me not doing that here. I wish I could have found some cars with hydraulics on it. That
nigga bouncing like
fire.
Still DRE. Yo, but when you went to how was it going to the Grammys?
Fire. There's two shows actually. There's a Grammy Awards that before the Grammy Awards, like some of the categories that you don't necessarily hear about, like best traditional roots, which is like Samoan music, or you know what I mean, or people from Hawaii, but it's a lot more intimate. The bigger stage where they do that they televise is a lot more vast and stuff like that. But that was good. We went to the after parties. The after parties had TLC and En Vogue, and I thought, honestly, like I was like, oh, that's cool. They got they have them on screen, and then never did I realize they were right there on the stage. I didn't even see them. Oh shit! Word, that's what's up.
That shit sound dope as fuck, man.
Yeah, man.
It does, man.
Yeah.
And then they let you bring like a +1.
Well, no, it was me and my producer who helped me produce the Come Hella High Water album.
Okay.
What I had done is like over the course of me trying to get better, I was recording different studios. I got everything that I needed to get, and I learned also through that process what to do as far as records. Because we used to just record them, and then okay, that's good, and just we'll go from there. Maybe get somebody to like clean it up or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it's actually starting to track out the project. Like you do it, and then you get all the different tracks, like the different instrumental tracks, the different stuff, and then you have to record it and put it on. And because you used to get it and it'd be like mono, and then they get it like stereo, and you just learn different things.
Yeah.
And so it helped me do the mastering of it. I basically recorded everything, got it all tracked out, and then brought it back there to do remastering and any kind of touches up and recording I needed to do. And he was part of the recording academy, actually.
Yeah.
And so we was talking about it and whatever else, and then we distributed the music for consideration.
Okay. So that process of submitting your music for a Grammy.
Yeah.
Was that an easy process or?
Actually, we did it very, very old school because I didn't have like a printer to print up labels of CDs and stuff. So like, because they actually take CDs.
Okay.
I don't know that I could, maybe nowadays you could be able to send digital versions of it. But at the time we sent CDs. I had pictures, like CDs, like a bunch of CDs that we made copies of with each track that we were wanted for consideration for such and such. And I wrote on the cover of the things, like legit, like just put them out. And this is actually why I knew I needed to do the trademark, because when the Grammys was going through all the records for the consideration, they contacted us like, well, who is this keys and this keys and this keys? because if you look up Keys right now, there's a few people with that name.
Yeah.
But so I was like, oh well, this could be a problem. So I put, and actually everybody who has a name never thought to trademark it.
Yeah.
So after I went, I like, all right, well, let me do this, and then I went through on all levels. So that would be the I can stand on that.
That's cool. All right, so so with all you trademark your name, that's good of the Grammys to actually hit you up and be like, because they could have just told you, I don't know who these niggas are, but they actually hit you up like which is this motherfucker?
Yeah, who was this? And
yeah.
And it's like, okay, we had to explain, like, okay, there's different people that use that name, but it's not actually, this is the Keys that we're talking about. And then, this is the songs and the records.
All right. So you submitted your music to Grammys, right? For Grammy consideration. You had to go through, you went through a couple pools, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, and you don't know who's nominated until the final, like who's like, it's the final nomination until they announce it on TV or whatever it is. And actually what happened was they were supposed to announce it a week before, and something happened and they delayed it and it was pushed back. But like I had it might sound crazy, but in my head I had a vision of what it was supposed to be and where I was going to be sitting when I got the announcement and everything else like that, and everything kind of lined up. And then right before that, then it got pushed back another week.
Damn.
So so I'm sitting there like, you know what I mean? That it's just anxious, trying to not think about it and just do, you know what I mean? Do everything else. But then what happens is you finally get the final nominees. I think it's five per category or whatever it is. And I was like, okay, I didn't make any of those. But then we received, so I was kind of like, but it's all right. We at least we tried it. Then we get like a letter, or it was a letter or an email, some kind of correspondence that we received after saying and inviting us down to go.
Yeah.
So all right, so bet. Like, well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's go. Let's break bread. We stayed at the Biltmore. And that's where most of the artists was standing. I ran into a bunch of artists, different producers, like older producers who've been in the game for like 40, 30 years, something like that. The dude that we met, his name was Kalani Pai. He actually won his second Grammy that year.
Okay. So
we was breaking bread with him. And actually, like his whole family was up there. He wanted the traditional roots. He was like Hawaiian.
Yeah.
So it was an experience, and I can't wait to go back. When we go back though, we gonna do it crazy. We have, you know what I'm saying, we like Banter and Debauchery hoodies.
Oh nigga, you don't tell me. I'm there, nigga. You know I'm hoodie.
Out there.
I'm hoodie goonks. You know what I'm saying? All the time I got hoodies. I just got a new hoodie in the fucking mail the other day. I didn't take it out the box. You know what I'm saying? All right. But all right, so in Black History Month, right? I remember you telling me you wanted to do this is a while ago. You wanted to do a song cuz you Black Power shit, you know what I'm saying? You all about the you know what I mean? You want the progression of black people. So, what was the thinking of how did you come up with Black Man?
You know what? That I think I actually wrote that in college, but it wasn't a plan, like, because I wrote in college, like maybe in the free period or in between classes, sometimes you come up with something.
Oh no, nigga, when I was in college, I didn't listen to anybody said. You remember the notebook? I just had a notebook of verses. Every class I'd write a verse. So
facts. That's how it goes. What happened was that when we recorded You Already Know,
mm-hmm.
I was at work, and people at work was pissing me off. It was some of the supervisors, and I forgot what exactly happened, but I was like, you know what? fuck this. And I went and I took a week off from work. I put in a vacation for a week and I recorded You Already Know within that week.
Damn.
You Already Know, and it might have been like a week, maybe a week or two, like week and a half. You Already Know and Underground Stash. Though that mixtape and that album was recorded in that time period. Because all right, fine, fuck it. I took off. We went to the studio every single day with like I bought like 2 ounces and and bottles, and we just went, all right, fuck it.
That's dedication right there.
So but yeah, I was just like, you know what? So that's why that whole album has a very abrasive, like, sense to it. Like it's very like, yo, fuck you, because that's how I felt. Like, we kiss my ass, and we went out, and then Black Man was actually in the book. I was looking through certain books, like okay, let's see what we can do with this. We had the beat and whatever else, and we just kind of came into its own. It wasn't initially, I didn't even intend it to sound like that. It was just something I had written, and then it kind of just fit. It all came together. It was something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. This album right here. Fun fact about You Already Know, your boy's on that album.
Facts. One of the greatest verses to this day. Yeah, that shit is fire, son.
You Already Know, and that was a good fucking, you know, Keys, You Already Know. That was a good, we was in a good space then, man. Know what I mean? I remember. We was in a good space. Everybody was like super happy back then, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, what year did You Already Know come out?
It came out in 2012, but we recorded it in like, cause I sat on it for like 2 years. It was like 2010.
Damn, for real? You sat on shit for 2 years?
Yeah, like 2010 or like 2009. It took a minute to come out, only because it was trying to sort stuff out. We didn't know what we were gonna do with it, and that's actually the first project I was able to get on iTunes.
I remember because I bought it.
Like I forget exactly what time it came out. A few years before, after we recorded it.
Yeah.
So we was in a good space. I don't know, what year did you move? Did you move to GA?
2004.
So what it was.
I came back. Yeah, I came back.
You was back out.
Yeah, that's when I was doing my own shit, and then that's when, after I recorded Busta Iggity, is when I came back to Georgia, and I wrote All in the Game too.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was that, and that's when me and Vay would go to the studio every week, and Vay recorded R&B. Rhythm and Bitches.
Rhythm and Bitches.
Woo! Where that at though?
Yeah, I got a copy of that motherfucker still.
Yeah, you need to send me that. I need to have that on my iTunes.
Rhythm and Bitches. That's when we was on a motherfucker. We was on a shit where everybody was on everybody's shit back then.
Yeah. Oh, you was jumping on all the beats.
Yeah, we've even had Flo come down and do some beats. We even had Zay sing on a couple whatchamacallits, because that's when he just started rapping. And then he just like he a singer now.
Zay, you still rap though?
No, he don't. No, he don't.
You don't do the hybrid shit?
He is singing now. Well, I mean, he be spitting bars sometimes, but that motherfucker would rather sing, which is nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But you know me.
He mainly sing, but you know what I'm saying, when he does rap, I mean, like,
the motherfucker can rap. This nigga can rap. This nigga Zay can fucking rap. If anybody has ever heard this nigga rap, you know the nigga put this shit together. Then I'll be like, yo, this nigga I'm telling you right now. I taught this nigga how to write a bar, right? Came back to his house 2 weeks later, this nigga had a notebook filled. You know what I'm saying? Passing on the knowledge, man. But that motherfucker could rap, but you know he want to sing, man, because bitches love a nigga that can sing, man.
Yeah.
Bitches love a nigga that can sing.
where where his fan base is not, but he got a fan base all over. But I'm saying like he's catering to a certain demographic as well.
Yeah, I want him to do what he can do to win and get on.
Facts.
But the dog in me, like the rapper in me, is like, I know you can fucking. When's the rap album coming? You know what I'm saying? Every time he put out an album, like that shit was fire. When you gonna rap though? It's like, you know what I mean? I do this here and there. You know what I'm saying? When you gonna rap though? I need you to rap because I know you can rap. But
he dropped something on YouTube though. I want to say the thing was called Blush. Like I watched the video. Man, I watched that video like four or five times.
Was he rapping?
It's like when he's sitting on the bus. He's sitting on the bus and he's rapping.
But that was old days, right? That wasn't new.
That wasn't new.
Was it?
That mess came across my feed like it was new because I never seen it before.
Blush. Wait. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's the new shit. I thought he was singing in that too. I don't really remember it.
Nah, man. I ain't think he
was but the nigga could rap. But that's the selfish rapper in me wanting him to rap.
Right.
But whatever he does, I'm like, yo, nigga, like you got it. You know what I'm saying? But the motherfucker, listen, if we all got onto a song, it ain't gonna be no wipeout. The niggas will hear each other's verses and they'll go, okay. You know what I'm saying?
What's it? That's what you want though.
Yep, that's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Because that you help elevate each other. Like,
yep.
I 100%. I heard your Glasgow Smile verse, and I was like, all right, I have to, yes.
Nigga, when you fucking
you went crazy on that shit.
Nigga, yo.
You went crazy on it. Like,
see,
yo, man, when the shit gets recorded and you hear some of his records and stuff like that, you're going to be like, wow, this is...
Like, motherfuckers be going. It's because I'm going to be real with you. When I was rapping back in the day and then I stopped, man, I had a lot of shit going on. My mind wasn't right. You know what I mean? I take the blame on myself. I don't put it on nobody else. That was me. But motherfucker, don't forget the shit. Like every now and then you sit and you hear shit and you what you call it. You're like, all right, I bet you I can write something in that. But I was like, man, fuck it. So I'm with my iPhone and I see the beat you sent me. I'm like, well, Bliss is what it's called. They not Blush. But no wonder I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. But I was like, I'm writing the Glasgow Smile. I'll write a bar here and there. And then, you know what fucking made me finish that shit? When I listened to 87 Capo. You remember 87 Capo?
87 Capo, who's that?
That was on the mixtape, All in the Game. I think it was All in the Game too.
Oh, your shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
87 Capo. And I was listening to 87 Capo, and I was like, I listened to the end. And at the end, I said, doing 100 on the Autobahn. But then I always wanted to be like, damn, nigga, I should have kept going on that shit. Then I was like, man, you know what? I flipped that, hit all, and then fucking banged out the Glasgow Smile verse.
Ooh.
When when Zay does drop his joint, I definitely will be live streaming, having a listening party to listen to. Oh yeah, album.
I'm in.
I'm definitely live streaming his.
I got a shout out to Zay as well because I haven't spoken to him in a little minute.
He Hollywood you. That's why. Remember when he big timed you?
Yo, did he?
He's gonna watch it and be like, no, I didn't. I always say he Hollywooded you. He big timed you. I'm joking though.
No, it's all good. Oh, I remember I tried to hit him up or something. I forgot. They just never got back to me.
Yeah,
it's all good though. You know what I mean? It'd be like that.
But nah, he's that motherfucker be doing his thing, man. It's just one of those motherfuckers. It's like that he just needs the exposure for people to realize, because everybody that knows him realizes, and the niggas will be like, well, yeah, you doing your thing. You just need more exposure. Well, motherfucking.
Well, that's to be honest with you, as far as that goes, that's probably one of the biggest aspects that people trying to get just get recognized. Doesn't matter how good you are. Sometimes you get people who are on and they not even really like.
Nah, niggas is trash, man. You don't want to say it. I'll say it. Niggas is trash, man. Niggas get on and they trash. You listen,
how, bro?
Facts. How? You listen to how? I know motherfuckers 100 times talented than these motherfuckers. And this shit, this,
and that should be getting all the play too.
All the fucking plays.
All the play.
All of it.
All the play.
But anyway, I'm circling back to Black Man. So you shot the video. Now, I mean, you wrote the song, you shot the video. What was the point of the song? Not the point, but like, what you trying to drive home? What?
Oh well, look, this stuff that's been going on with the taking a knee and stuff, that ain't new.
Yeah,
this has been going on for a long time, and a lot of times, as black men, I was thinking like a lot of us are kind of, we just, I don't know if we've like lost in our way or we don't have the confidence we should have. You know what I'm saying? We have to recognize what we are. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like we run this shit. This is how it goes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people need. I just wanted to reach out, like, and extend the pride that I had on other people, because we was, you know what I mean? We were either getting beat down or we killing each other or whatever it was. And like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like we can, if we were to get together and move as a collective, like if everybody had like you know what I'm saying, one like one sound, just move together and you know what I'm saying, and we couldn't be stopped. But that's not really the mentality where everybody got a beef or got a little ego and think they better than the next man or whatever else. It's not really about that, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know who niggas would be trying to impress. It doesn't, you know what I mean? What is that going to get you at the end of the day?
Motherfucking. Not to cut you. I'm sorry.
If we move together, like if we had a cause that we stood for and moved, we would make changes. You see, you know what I'm saying? Before even 2020, you know what I'm saying? That's what we were talking about in that song. And you see what happens when people kind of move in a direction like, okay, we want to get this done. We're going to do it.
Yeah.
We too divisive. Everybody beefing with each other or whatever it is.
It's the at first the black community gotta fucking take it within themselves and be like, nigga, enough of the shit with each other first. Everybody want to look, man, motherfuckers go and say what they say, but I don't care. Everybody want to blame everybody motherfucking else, right?
That's a fact. But
you gotta fucking take what's going on in your community first. Stop. The thing is, motherfuckers always try to place blame, man. And I remember I told Vay something the other day, and well, not the other day, but a couple months back, of what somebody told me, and I took that shit to heart. You know what I'm saying? And from then on, whenever I fuck up, it's a me fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't blame anybody else. But motherfuckers nowadays, like the community nowadays, man, they want to blame everybody. They want to sit at the table that nobody wants us to sit at. Nigga, make your own table, man. Stop looking for the approval of all these other motherfuckers and do your own thing.
Now you got the ill table. Now y'all can't come.
Yeah, facts.
You can't come.
If you make yourself the cool kids, you ain't got shit to worry about. What you saying, Vay?
No, I was just gonna say I believe that the community has already created a table. You know what I'm saying? The black community has already created a table for ourselves. The problem is that we invite other races to, you know, and we have to, you know what I'm saying, diversify ourselves, and they don't have to. But right. if we did do it and say, well, y'all can't come, y'all want to cancel us.
That's a fact.
Well, niggas,
we get canceled.
But when you got a strong backing behind you, niggas can't do shit to you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true too. But you also gotta look at the major networks too. I mean, because you know some of this stuff is bigger than what we are. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's how you gotta look at it. Because even to what I was gonna say, that's just like you know how we was always watching. Well, I know you only watch the plays. You don't really watch the movies unless your mom's wanted to go. But you know, Tyler Perry, man, you know what I'm saying? They put a statement out on him talking about, oh, you don't have enough white people in your movies. But how many movies have we seen and it has a full white cast,
Yo,
not one black person.
I'm gonna say this: Tyler Perry is good for putting his people on, but Tyler Perry is also a double-edged sword because everything in his movies is about black fucking just terribleness.
Well, I was making an example. I really wasn't.
You know
I
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
trying to say that his movies are great or anything.
But I understand the point you're getting
Oh
at.
yeah,
but
that's good. We're getting it.
Tyler Perry is a nigga that'll be like, and you know, some of the shit is true. Motherfuckers do be ignoring shit that be going on in their homes. But like, other than that, it's just everything is like, oh, yo, throw grits on. He cheating on you, throw grits on him. Oh, okay. Well, how about this? He's cheating on you. Leave. Why is it violence? Why is it you got to throw grits on him, hit nigga with a car? You know what I mean? Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I hear what you're saying. But then, motherfucking, when it is 100% black movie, you get Soul Plane. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? I think too that some people there's a market for that, where people cater to that kind of not for nothing. I like Soul Plane, but. It's
I do too. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I ain't watched that show on HBO Max like 3 times. You know what I'm but I'm just saying,
I enjoy some ignorant shit every now and again. That's how, you know what I mean. But like, there's some markets that cater to just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all that you were relegated to. You could be the comic relief or you could be in the background. You can't be like the headliner or whatever it is like that. You could be the sidekick kind of thing. There's a lot of that narrative gets passed around a lot. And I know, and then there was a theme where any movie that come out, a black movie, it has to have some kind of what they call it black trauma, where we get like we slaves again, or the police is killing us. Or you know what I mean, like
what was that fucking movie where Taraji was fucking not Taraji, was it Gabrielle Union? I forgot what actress was, but she was fucking a white man, and then she would come home talking down to the black man. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers.
Family that prays together. It was a Tyler Perry movie.
Sanaa Lathan.
That's what Sanaa Lathan. Yeah. So that's what Fee's talking about. That shit was like you come down
like that. Like you know. I don't know.
I don't hear that shit. Like, motherfucking like and you know, Hollywood is kind of like reality when she tells the black dude, "You'll never be what he is." You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, well, motherfuckers will see that, not see the end of the movie and take that like, yo, I want this and that. You know, motherfuckers is aiming to the moon instead of trying to. Nowadays, everybody don't want to build shit. They want they shit in their lap. You know what I'm saying?
You right as hell on that. You so right. Bro.
You know what I mean? No, they want this shit just plopped in their lap. Nobody want to build this shit. Nobody want to fucking like even when I be like, damn man, this nigga got a million subs. What the hell long this nigga been doing this shit? Yo, this nigga been on YouTube since 2010. Nigga, what? I'm just now hearing about this motherfucker. No matter what they do, if it goes from Randy Santel to Badlands Chugs to who else? Just different motherfuckers, man.
It's facts.
Yeah,
that's all the way facts. You know, like at time they say that it takes 10 years to break an overnight success. I don't know if that's the right term or the right phrase, but there's something like that. That anybody who's supposedly blows up overnight has been working at it for a minute.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They just now finding out about it. And that's what
Eminem,
at the end of the day, it's just consistency.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like as long as you stay consistent to some kind of degree, you can do something with it. That's why you know what I'm saying. You admire the persistence, regardless of what it looks like on the surface. You still grinding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I'm saying? You out here.
That's why, like when you brought up Booger Sugar a long time ago, that shit used to like what I was trying to do this week that I didn't accomplish. That shit would have pissed me off them years ago. It's just would have. I'd have been madder than the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, nigga, we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trying to get to just 100 subs. You know what I mean? 3 away, by the way. But yeah. But it's all work, man. Everything is work. Nothing comes easy, man, unless you win a lottery. Then
And even then, it's not easy because when people rob you, you gotta hide your identity. There's certain. I think New York, they don't. You can hide who you are.
not in Georgia. You win in Georgia. You gotta take your black ass up there. Hi, I'm 4K Goats, and I won the lottery. I now have. Do I gotta say the number? Say it, nigga.
Yes. Say it.
I won $880 million. Please. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Niggas try to ransom you or ransom somebody that you love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they definitely do that here in Georgia. They definitely hit somebody up, you know what I'm saying, just to make you
that's why if you can win and keep that shit under wraps, you absolutely do that. You don't need to know nothing. Nobody would know.
I mean, yeah,
you let your peoples know. You know what I'm saying? Because you will bless them anyway. But everybody else, you have to keep that shit on the down low.
right.
Yeah.
People rob you for less, man.
That's why the Jamaican. That's why the Jamaican motherfucker in the that nigga wore a screen mask. You ain't finna see me, nigga. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, that was in New York, right?
I thought that was in Jamaica.
Oh, I thought it was in New York. I think somebody came in the full mask, like the hands covered, everything.
Yeah, I thought that was Jamaica, but that was New York.
Well, it probably happened in New York too.
Nah, when you in fucking when you in New York, nigga, like y'all niggas gotta understand it. You need to hide your fucking identity. You can disappear in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Get you a house in the country, some shit.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Niggas in New York are gonna find you.
Mm-mm.
Hey man, like if you put your face out there, hey man, that's that Lotto nigga. What up, cuz? What's going on, player? Hey, I'm just trying to do my thing, man. But anyway, you got any new projects coming up?
I do. Like I said, I'm gonna push it to 15, I think. But right now,
what's your number now?
I'm at 10.
Okay.
Contingency plan. It was a play on the number and everything else like that. Was the last actual project I dropped.
I like that album.
I got. Thank you. I got some other stuff I'm working on. I want to do something where I tap into every producer or almost every producer I've worked with in the past. And then there's something I've been working on for a long, long time. That's going to be like close to the end, if not the end. But that's a process that's still in the works and whatever else. That's a long ways away. Right now, I'm trying to actually tap into the feeling, because if the feeling I had on a contingency plan with the bars and rapping like that, that's my style.
Yeah,
that's the shit that I love.
I 100% agree.
So I want to do that's I want to stay in that lane. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to touch all the bases, be creative at some points, come up with especially come hell or high water. I was trying to tap into different emotions and stuff that I had, but like I'm at home when I'm spitting that raw shit, like raw lyrical, like backpack boom bap shit. That's just me, man.
Yeah, backpack boom back. I remember that shit.
I gotta stick in my lane, man.
Go.
Yeah.
It's about that shit in the car all the time, nigga.
Well, we got that, and I'm gonna bring the same thing to the grumpy old man, bro.
Nigga, look, man.
I'm
gonna tell you right now, when I be thinking about the shit we talk about, I was always best at just talking about what I know, and that is being better than everybody, bitches and money. You know what I'm saying?
And you do it well.
Being better than everybody. Bitches and money. Like, motherfucking, I can spit that shit. Motherfucker, I remember one time these niggas told me to write something, like something uplifting.
Oof.
And I was sitting there. And you know me, I bang a verse out. Well, back in the days, to bang a verse out like 5, 10, 15 minutes. I'm sitting, 30 minutes go by. Nigga, you got that verse yet? And I was just, look.
You have to give me a minute.
Like, yo, I don't. Hey, man, you can just talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm not inspirational, y'all. So don't look at me as inspirational. Like, if I was rapping, I'm not an inspirational rapper. Like, if somebody would come to me on a personal level, ask me some shit, I'll give them some inspiration. But when I'm rapping, BT cash flow.
You gotta get them what you get.
No, ain't no inspiration there, nigga. You here on this shit.
I actually learned that I can be inspirational. You know, because like when I really started out rapping, man, I'm rapping with B, so you already know how that's going. The only thing I'm talking about is, you know what I'm saying, shooting guns, fucking hoes, and and then money. That was it.
I ain't telling the rap about the shooting guns. No.
Allegedly,
a little of his own influence.
Allegedly,
that was him.
It really was a long time ago, so it's kind of hard to actually remember. You know what I'm saying? What actually was said.
Allegedly, I told him to rap about shooting
But I
guns.
do recall a couple of songs where, you know what I'm saying, a couple of banana clips was fired. So
hey man, but
could have been in the song, could have been in the beat. We don't know, but we ain't gonna talk about that right now. So.
I always tell motherfuckers to rap about what they know, man. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker when he was, I said, nigga, you got all these bitches. Rap about all these bitches. When he rap about all the bitches,
and that's how the track came.
Know what I'm saying? Facts. Know what I mean? Nigga rap about all. That's why they call him. That's why they call him LAV. You wanna know what LAV means, motherfuckers? Ladies adore they.
Is that what that meant?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what that meant. Yeah.
Oh man. That's why. Oh, I guess I know why you dropped L.A. Never mind.
Yeah. LAV. Ladies adore they.
Yeah.
Like again, and that motherfucker, he would say some shit.
Hit me up with a trademark.
That motherfucker would surprise me every once in a while with some shit. And I would hear some shit that he do. I go, ooh, okay. I see you, nigga. I mean, that's what's up, man.
Word.
Well, that's enough of you, Keys. You're still gonna be on here, but now it's time to talk about what I want to talk about. Now, I watched the documentary. What's it called? We need to talk about Cosby, right?
All right, here we go.
Are you ready? Are y'all ready for this?
Yeah, pull it up.
I didn't watch all of it. I watched pieces. I did watch some of it.
Hey, I'm just listening.
Like, all right, so this right here, y'all. We need to talk about Cosby. Now I'm about to get into this shit. Motherfucking I listened to what they said, and the first question I'm gonna ask y'all before I get into it, right? All the transgressions that the Cos did, right? All the transgressions that the Cos did, all the if you knew you had to stop him, right? If you had to stop him per se from doing all the transgressions that he did, but it would take away all the good shit that he did, would you stop him?
Okay, now my answer will be a little controversial, but I'm not 100% sure he did all that shit anyway.
Nigga.
Look.
No,
look,
I'm looking at you like
we know for a fact at least 2 of them girls are lying.
Nigga, we on the same page. Out of the 60, I will say 23 were found to be lying. 23 out of the 60 were found to be lying. Now, I will say there's one girl in the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
I believe her. Like, but there's. I'm not gonna say.
It is what it is. I'm not saying he's completely innocent either. Okay, but what I'm saying is that I know that it was. I think some of it was blown out of proportion. I seen those pictures where they're hanging on him, and they don't look like they're being forced to do that.
But back to my question, because we're gonna get into that in a minute. Because listen, I had to watch all 4 episodes, and I was screaming at the TV All 4
it's 4
episodes.
episodes.
It's 4 episodes. It's on Showtime. It's called We Need to Talk About Cosby.
I saw the second episode, part of the second episode.
Yeah. So I asked you a question then. Would you, if you could stop him from doing what he's doing, but it erases all the good that he did, are you stopping him? I'm not even
That's a hard question, bro. That's a hard question. You know why?
Yeah, that's a tough question, man.
Because there's a lot of good that he did.
For black people, a lot of good that this nigga did.
In general, and not just that people know about. We can talk about the positive image on in Hollywood and the taking stances and educating kids for however long. But there's also stuff that he did, like scholarships and gave money to colleges and got a lot, you know what I mean? And paid people to go to school and different other things. You know what I mean?
They tried to shit on that in the documentary. They tried to shit on that in the documentary, him giving the money to colleges. That's hard.
That's hard for me to dispute.
It's not hard for me because I'm going to say it right now. Yeah.
Oh, is that bad?
Stop them?
No, I'm not stopping him.
Oh.
Because one, like what Keith said, I think a lot of this shit was blown out of proportion. And you know, when people hear that coming from me, they're going to be like, well, of course you think like that. But I say, watch the documentary. And you can see, you remember Land of the Lost?
Yeah.
With Will Smith? And in the beginning, Matt Lauer asked him the question. And he goes, he's like, you told me you weren't going to ask that. And he was like, it's a perfectly good question. He's like, no, it's not a good question. It's a hatchet job. Was Bill a creep? Yeah. But what someone said to me earlier, and let's be 100% real here. What nigga is not a creep on some kind of level? You know what I'm saying? On a level with Bill Cosby?
Creepy. Right. Well, no. What they're accusing him of doing is drugging them and basically like roofing these women and stuff like that. Now, here's what I don't know that obviously I wasn't there. I couldn't tell you, but I think in a party environment, if everybody's taking drugs,
which know they are.
Yes, absolutely they are. And first off, why would you know who Bill Cosby is? If there's a high probability that there's some fucking going on. If you going into his hotel room, y'all, you know what I mean? Like, you know what you came there for. So I don't know. Like
I will say this.
It's a controversial stance I have on that.
I mean, if I may piggyback right off of what Keith said, I mean, if you go into a hotel room, you pretty much know what's going down after that. Like, no, I'm just saying, celebrity or not, you know, you bring a girl to your hotel room, y'all not finna go up there and just watch a movie or something like that. Yeah, or play Uno, yeah. Or, you know, probably back then, you know, they're playing dominoes or some shit, you know, but whatever, you know. Like, you already know what's finna happen or what's finna go down. But, you know, it could be what was that thing that you was talking about where it's called something, but it's like basically where the chick be into it and then she'd be like, all right, stop.
She has you could be having sex with a chick and in her mind she could be like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. And they consider that grape.
Okay,
but she would have to say something.
She doesn't have to say anything.
Yeah,
you could be having.
She can let you finish and then come back and say something.
You can be having sex with a woman, and then, like, y'all could be consensual, like right up to the shit, and y'all fucking, and it's consensual. But in her mind, if she goes, I don't want to do this anymore, but doesn't say anything to you, it's still considered great.
Yeah, but how would you know that,
though? Nigga.
No, but see, but you know what? Well, here's the thing too. There's been a history of women, particularly white women, lying on black men. And this is not an isolated incident. This happens all the time. It happened to
Emmett Till.
Emmett Till, and the statute of limitations on Bill Cosby didn't do nothing with that. So why didn't she go to jail? It happened with Mike Tyson. I don't think he raped that girl.
I don't think he raped either. Because
it happened with Tupac.
I tell Vay all the time.
But it was still, but you know what I mean? It happened to all these people. It'd be like, he did this and this, and they get the benefit of the doubt every time.
Oh, but they say they don't. It's the whole thing through this whole documentary is they saying they were scared to say something because they're not getting the benefit of doubt. But when you hear some of their stories, you in your mind go, "You're full of shit."
Yeah, why would you not come out with this? And the thing about it is the timing on it, because it happened one time before. Because I remember when Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC, and then they came out with that shit like, "Oh, he did this. And then it went away because then he stopped. And then we tried to buy it again, and they came back out with that shit. I'm like, the same thing happened to Herman Cain. Remember that? When he
I remember Herman Cain. Yep.
He was in the lead in the Republican Party. He was about to beat out whoever the other candidate was, Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
Or whoever it was. He was about to beat them out. Then all of a sudden now, they'd be like, "Oh, well, he touched me inappropriately," or this, that, and the third. White women came out with that shit. And then he had to drop out the thing.
For fucking
It's just coincidentally every single time that something's happening.
See, you crazy. But I look at it like this, right? They say when you question them, their defense is, "Oh, you're victim blaming." But it's not that. It's I want to know where's the common sense, and the times that was back then. Let me turn this down a little. My mic is peaking a little bit. How the times were back then. Yeah. It's LA. Motherfuckers was partying and taking drugs. Now.
And they was
taking those times.
Yeah.
In those times it was a little more reckless because people was taking all kinds of shit. LSD. They was taking acid. They was taking, you know what I mean? So like I was like, sure, what you got? That's how it was, you know what I mean? It's not.
And LSD was like real common, man. Everybody was using that.
But the thing that Cosby was giving them allegedly was Quaaludes in the 60s. Now, if anybody watched Wolf of Wall Street,
that people do, right?
Huh?
People do that though. People were doing that at that time.
If Cosby, all right. So the first, I'm gonna go on the first chick, right? Because I was saying, was Cosby drugging bitches for the greater good? Could you live with yourself knowing that? And I personally, I could, but she said that she left her son unattended, right? Her son fucking fell into a pool. She was in her 20s. She left her son unattended. Her son fell into a pool. She came back. Nigga was at the bottom of the pool. He was dead, right? So that was terrible. A week later, she's hanging out with her homegirl, right? She says Cosby comes up to her. Allegedly all this shit, by the way. Cosby comes up to her and be like, "Oh, what's up?" He's talking to the girls, and she was like, she said this is when I knew she was full of shit. He said a couple of jokes, but they were corny. I said, "Bitch, Cosby was the man back then. Everything that he said was funny." So
right.
You can't, don't say he corny now. You know what I mean? Like that's like me not liking Jay-Z, but I could be like, well, the Blueprint was a classic album. Then some shit you can't hate on. But she goes up to him, so she's out. She said, "Well, I don't want to be out, but I'm out." And he fucking Cosby comes up, talks to the bitches, and he goes, "Here, take these pills."
And she was leaving anyway?
No, she was sitting at the table. So she said that she takes the pills. Number one, why the fuck are you taking pills that someone gave you?
And not ask what they was.
Just throw me in your mouth. Boop! Pop the shit in, right? So this is this one chick story. I'm not gonna say she's lying, but I don't believe her. Okay? I can say that without getting in trouble. She could, like, I tell they all the time. There's 3 sides to every story. There's her side, it's Cosby's side, and is the truth.
Truth.
You know what I'm saying? But she takes the pills and she goes, "Oh, I immediately feel woozy. I'm fucked up." So Cosby's like, "All right, well, I'll take y'all home." They go into the pudding-mobile, doop-a-doop, and she was like, "I can't remember nothing," but proceeds to describe the whole way to his fucking loft. The whole way. So she said that she goes on it. "I'm so messed up. I'm out of it. I don't know what's going on. I fall on the couch. I go whomp." Right? He's on the other couch, and I can see him talking to my friend. And I'm like, I'm trying to get the words out. I can't move though. I'm trying to get the words out. And he looks like he's getting annoyed with me. So fucking, he comes over. Now she said she couldn't move. He comes over and I jump up. But because but you couldn't move before. Remember that. I jump up. But because I'm drugged or whatever, I fall into him. I fall on my knees and he orally raped me. I said, "What? What?" So you jump up or you fall into his chest. "Oh, get off my friend, Cosby." And then you just happen to fall on your knees and take a dick in the mouth. Just happen to fall on your knees.
I believe there's like parts to that story that's just missing.
Yeah, like the part where she sucked him off for free, nigga. That's what it was. Now, am I thinking that Cosby didn't fuck none of these girls? He probably fucked them, but most of these bitches were side bitches, and you could tell by the way.
Yes, and I think that's what happened with there was a settlement or something. He was paying some shorty or whatever else, and I think he was doing that so his wife didn't find out.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be real with you, Keys. I think Camille knew this nigga was fucking these bitches, but they probably was like, "Don't fuck up the home, nigga." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like he didn't bring this shit home.
Yeah, don't bring this shit home. Like you can do whatever the fuck you. I think she was like, "You do whatever the fuck you want to do," but
as long as the money's still rolling, man, we good.
Yeah.
No, but I think that's what happened. I think he stopped paying these bitches. And okay, now we're gonna go public with something,
or
you know what I mean?
Or I fucked with Cosby back in the day, and I can get a little bit of publicity. Or I can get some money from a civil suit from this shit.
Right. Also, if they wanted justice, why would they take money? If your main concern is that he goes to prison and suffers for the things that he did, why would you take his money then? Why wouldn't you just be like, "No, I'm going to the police. I don't care what you pay me."
There was a lot of shit that bothered me. Like,
quick question. I got a quick question because I haven't seen any, but going back to the part where you said about taking the money but you wanted justice. So like they took the money and then they wanted justice afterwards, or they took the money after
one of the women that came out about against him was I forget her name, but she was getting paid for a number of years or something. Like he was giving her money. And like some kind of like a settlement or whatever it was, but she was taking some kind of money.
She's a prostitute.
Allegedly.
No, legit. Like she was taking bread, and I think what happened was the money ran out, or he's like, "You know what? I'm not paying anymore." And then she was like, "Okay, now I'm going to the police with this."
So it sounds like blackmail.
Well, no, right, she trying to get her name out there.
Well, yeah, but it's just. Well, first off, the woman who wrote a book about it was lying because she came out and said she was lying.
Janice Dickinson, right? Or you talking about? Yep. Janice Dickinson.
You write a book and then turn around and come out and say
she was in her book, and then she came out. It came out that she was lying about
because they got her motherfucking ass on the stand and made her go on the oath, and she was like, "Well, I made up some things." Yeah, I made up some things. That's one bitch that was lying. She was lying.
Right.
Well, at least she admitted it.
Yeah, but
she had to admit it on stand. But nobody says that. Nobody brings up the bitches that was lying on Cosby. They just always say 60 women accused him, so there has to be at least 120 bitches, right? But my thing is, out of the 60, allegedly 23 were lying. No one says that. No one bumps the number down to 37, not making 37 Let me tell you right now.
That's a lot.
Yeah, still it's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yo,
you great.
You know what they need to do? They need to take all their asses to the Steve Wilkos show, man. Hook them up to a lie detector test, man. Let's go ahead and knock this out the way.
Okay, you grape one chick, and that's one too many.
Yeah.
You should, like, nowadays, you shouldn't be having to do it. But other than niggas be trying to do the position power. But my thing wasn't the fact that he raped the bitches or like that shit. That shit was fucked up. My thing is the shit that they do to fucking that can fuck niggas over, like regular niggas over now. You know what I mean?
Or they changed laws or something?
Yeah. Well, what they did was, I'm all over the place, but at the end, these chicks got Nevada and California and 12 other states, I believe, to get rid of the statute of limitations on grape allegations. So let's say 2022, right? Somebody says, "Oh, Johnny," or a girl fucks somebody named Johnny. 2052, she could be like, "You know what? I don't like how that nigga did me." She can go to the fucking courthouse and be like, Johnny took it. He took it from me.
But
without my permission.
Now but how does one go about proving this thing though? Because
they don't need to fucking prove it though. That's my thing.
Because I think if all this that's how Cosby got, isn't that how he got out? Because
no, he got out because he should have never went to jail in the first place. He should have never been on trial. He got out and he was like, he made a deal with a prosecutor and said, whatever you say in this deposition, right? Whatever you say in this deposition, we can't prosecute you for. You have complete immunity. We can't do nothing to you. You can never be brought up on these charges or nothing. That DA leaves. The new DA comes in and goes, fuck out of here with this bullshit. I'm not honoring this. But you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So they had to let him out because it went to the Supreme Court. Like, nigga, I should have never went through this. You know what I'm saying? He said,
didn't he sue for that?
I don't know.
I don't know that he sued. You probably just happened to be out.
Then they said, fuck that shit, nigga. I'm 84.
Right.
I'm out the game. But
it's over.
He should have never been in there for that. And that's a good thing for not just niggas, but regular people. If you talk to the DA about some shit, now and they be like, well, you got immunity. You don't want to now look over your, like, let's say they would have said, fuck it, Cosby, you stuck in there. It is what it is, right? Now a nigga that fucking says that shit, like, oh, I'm a whistleblower or some shit like that. Oh, you got immunity now, man. We're not going to get you on that. I don't want to have to think when a new DA comes in, yo, this motherfucker made...
My deal is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This shit is supposed to be set in stone. So that's one good thing I'll say that came out of the Cosby thing. But there was a whole bunch of stories. Like, I'm all over the place. But one thing that I hated was, and you know, blacks and people in general, but mostly blacks, they were talking about this nigga, Dr. Huxtable, like he was a real fucking person. He's a fictional character in a show. You don't see me saying, you know, I fuck with Superman like that. I'm gonna be just like Superman, and I'm gonna go, hey nigga, I'm faster than the speeding bullet, and if you shoot me, the bullet's gonna bounce off. Oh well, let's see then, motherfucker. Boom, shoot me in the chest. Ow! I ain't Superman after all. Niggas was looking at it. They were talking about this nigga like Dr. Huxtable was a god, fam. I didn't like that. Stop looking up. People need to stop looking up to these motherfucking niggas in movies and shows like they're gods, fam. Or like they're real people.
Can I say something? I agree with you on the whole God thing, but as far as like real people, you gotta look at the fact is that, you know, some people didn't have the fathers in the home or whatever. So it's like they tend to look at a good, wholesome black TV show.
But there wasn't any at the time, really.
Yeah, because if you go back and you look at Family Matters, the Cosby Show, and compare it to shows that we have now, shoot, Cedric the Entertainer can't even blow that shit out the water. So that's what I'm saying.
You
it's
said
like,
that shit like Cedric the Entertainer is like the best thing smoking right now. I give a
Nah,
fuck
man,
about Cedric the
nah.
Entertainer. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
Yeah,
the reason
shot,
why
though.
the reason why I said his name is because Cedric the Entertainer is funny, man. But you know what I'm saying, he just gets stuck with these trash ass shows.
Right, and
They be
Cedric
his ideas.
Cedric is was more safe of a comedian that Hollywood will allow. So
I
you know
feel
what I mean. So, some of the people they won't let in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I get what you're saying, but like I get that, but niggas need to stop. They was like, man, how can Dr. Huxtable be this motherfucking in real life? This nigga that's a pill popping fornicator. You know
okay,
what
so
I'm saying?
that's where I gotta touch at, because it's just you know, people gotta learn how to separate the two, because you know, it's just because a person play that role doesn't necessarily mean that this who this person is in real life, and a lot of people end up doing that.
Nigga, that's exactly what I was just saying in the beginning. Fictional
Yeah,
characters,
no,
nigga. Fictional characters.
But you talking about, like, that's what I'm saying about the whole God thing. When you talking about you know what I'm saying, people looking at him as like a god.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this, and I was gonna bring up this point right here. Okay. Danny Glover, remember him from The Color Purple?
He's my cousin, so yes, I know him.
All right. So if you like, when people seen that movie, they hated him for that. And nobody wanted to see his movies or see him after that role. Same thing with
nigga, what the fuck are you talking about, nigga? Niggas was watching Danny Glover movies after that shit.
Well, excuse me, man.
Yeah, excuse, nigga.
Because the women I was around didn't want nothing to do with him.
Well, that's what we call.
When it came to Blair Underwood, same thing for him. When he was beating on his wife in that Tyler Perry movie.
Fictional.
No, was that a Tyler Perry movie? Yeah, it was a Tyler Perry
Probably
movie.
Blair Underwood. He always hitting on somebody.
Fictional characters.
But like
that's a fictional character.
What I'm saying is you don't equate
what they were saying though too, because at the time there was no positive black programming. In fact, when the Cosby Show came out, Cosby wanted it to be about a black doctor, and at first the network was like, "Get the fuck out of here! That's not even believable." You know what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't even allow that to go down. So finally, after all that, then you finally get a wholesome quote unquote sitcom. You know what I mean? Like a family sitcom that was like an American Family, so forth and so on. There's a lot of stuff that people looked up to. So when it's hard for them to disassociate what they're, you know what I mean? Like there's certain people who looked at as Uncle Phil as like, all right, this is like my dad or whatever it is. They didn't have a
or this is the type of father I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah, it's like looking like your hero, like looking at your hero fall. And you're like, damn, son, I can't believe. You know what I mean? Like when they first came out about that Cosby shit, and I like Cosby. He wasn't like, I didn't like idolize him, but I looked, you know what I mean? I represented. I liked what he represented. I was like, you know what? I don't believe that shit. And it's still to this, like I believe it less. but you know what I mean? Like it is what it is, man. People are human. He probably did some shit.
I'll say this. I'm not going to say that he didn't do some shit. Right. I'm not going to go on the limb and say that he didn't do some shit. My thing was, motherfuckers is like, they try to make it seem like everything he did was leading up to this shit. Oh, where was Cosby's office? Oh, Cosby's office was in his basement. Oh, guess what he was? What was he? He was an OBGYN. Everybody goes, ugh. Nigga, what the fuck? What does that matter? Like he was leaving.
What does that do to anything?
He was leaving us breadcrumbs to show that he was a fucking that he was this monster. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, shut the fuck up, man. With the bullshit.
And you know what else I was tight about too? When the shit went down, when all these different colleges and that he donated all this money to, and that he put time and whatever else and did scholarships and did all this PR with them and everything else like that. They were dropping him all and like his honorary doctorates and different other shit they give him.
Yeah.
I was like, well, if you want to do all that, give him his money back.
Facts.
Nigga.
Facts.
They was like, what do you mean? What he do? Oh, Vay said black people didn't want to fuck with him after his character in The Color Purple.
Danny Glover.
Yeah, Danny Glover. But I will say this, niggas. They was making it look like, well, look at where he donated money to. He donated $2 million to Spelman or All Women's College. Ugh. Look, I see what he was trying to. Nigga, exactly.
It's also HBCU.
HBCU.
Yeah.
Or he would hold these other colleges hostage, say, I might donate money to you, but every fucking booster does that shit, right?
Yeah.
They trying to demonize this nigga, and also what they was trying to do, they was trying to make it where a nigga can't be a nigga no more. Like they was like, oh, he come up to you and he said that, or he come up to you talk. How am I supposed to approach a bitch now? You know what I'm saying? How am I supposed to approach a bitch? That's why I don't. That's no more. And then the next complaint is going to be like, men don't talk to us. They're not no real niggas. They don't be talking to us. Like, come on, man. I remember it, Jelly. I remember it very vividly. But fucking like it's the shit, man.
Well, yeah, it's honestly becoming right now. It's like you walking on eggshells no matter what.
No matter
like,
fucking what.
You can't even say something like they trying to cancel Whoopi Goldberg over some simple shit.
That doesn't even make sense.
What? You can't even have an opinion?
Nigga, and it's true because they're not a race. Nigga, what? They don't come up on no fucking work form. Black, white, fucking Hispanic or Islander, nigga. I don't see them on there.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But like even so like but like if you say something against the wrong group, they will completely cancel you. It's a wrap. And I've seen it in real time when the baby said something about and he didn't even say anything about gay people specifically. He just said and they canceled him instantly though.
Yeah.
Instantly, like the next day, Z100 was not playing that remix. It was, you know what I mean? Like
my grandma used to say this.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
No, what would you say?
No, I was just gonna say my grandma used to say this all the time, like a hit dog will holler. So he's like, you know, going along with what you said, you know, as far as like, you know, people taking offense to what you're saying, and you like you got to be careful what you say. That's because we got too many damn sensitive people. You know what I'm saying?
Like 100% agree.
Like we making, you know, bro. I mean, I'm just saying from our generation, bullying was an extracurriculum. Nowadays, bullying, you know, you got to get kicked out of school.
Real talk, none of us would be here if we had to deal with some bully shit and end up busting his ass. You know what I mean? Like we had to. That was part of coming up. You had to get that. Now, you had to.
Yeah, you had to.
Now you got niggas getting fucking suspended from school because he called somebody a name on Facebook.
And then, or the kid is overly sensitive. He get tight and kill everybody.
Niggas just say, "Fuck it, we killing everybody, nigga."
Word, like he wasn't even involved. You just shot up everybody now.
But nah, right. Nigga, I always say that bullying needs to happen. Like bullying needs to happen. It's a rite of fucking a passage, man. Like it's not to the point where niggas is like jumping you, kicking your fucking head in and shit. But like you get teased, you get thicker skin. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do if you don't get bullied the whole time? And he donated everywhere, Jelly. You know he get bullied and like he don't get bullied for his whole life. He's coddled his whole life. Then he goes to work and be like, hey man, you ain't do that shit right. What the fuck is wrong with you? Then nigga has a fucking nervous breakdown because he doesn't know how to handle people talking to this nigga crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. There's no buffer. Like it's all or nothing. It's like either I kill myself or I kill everybody.
He said I either kill myself or I kill everybody.
Bro, there was one woman in the documentary, right? And she's a Cosby assault survivor. This is her assault, right? Cosby books her to be in the Cosby Show. He comes in and he locks the door, right? She says that. I go, oh boy, this is about to be some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there and I'm listening. And he goes, okay, turn around. Put your arms out like this, right? She puts her arms out. He gets behind her. He puts his arms on top of hers. And then she says, that is like a acting technique where you exhibit trust and blah, blah, blah. And blah, 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 blah. So they do the act. She tries to make it like this shit was just the worst shit in the world. It felt like 10 minutes. It felt like 10 minutes. But it had to be like a minute and 30 seconds. And then after we was done, he hugged me from behind and he said, I told you we was going to make love. And then he just left me alone. And I need people to hear my story. I said, bitch, what? Bitch, what? All these bitches talk about getting pilled and diddled, allegedly. And you, nigga, I did an acting exercise with you. Hugged you from behind. And you felt that you needed to come on this documentary and tell your story? Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Now there was one girl on there that said some shit. And when she was done talking about it, I went, that nigga did that shit. That nigga did that shit, nigga. I was watching that shit today before the podcast, and she was telling a story, and I was like, that nigga did that shit. I believe her. Because I was like, all these bitches lie. They got this other chick, right? She said that she was with Cosby and fucking, she was an extra. And she goes, well, I didn't want to be no extra no more. I wanted to have a principal part in the show. Yada, yada, yada. So she said, she went up to Cosby, whatever. And she said, Cosby met her dad, her brother, and her family and shit. Now, when I hear that, you know what I think? Bitch, you was a side chick. In my mind right there, I think you was a side chick, right? So she
definitely
says,
somebody who had some type of title.
Yeah. So she says, she gets she auditions for this role, yada, yada, yada. Number one, when she's talking to the camera, I just spit all over the place. When she's talking to the camera, she's doing like this. The bitch turning to Stevie Wonder. All them other chicks is at least making eye contact with the camera going, what you go? She goes, oh, well, and I don't want to blah, blah, blah. And don't look at the camera one goddamn time. When she's telling her story about all the other shit, she's like this. But when she starts telling her story, I'm like, this bitch, I'm not going to say she's lying. I don't believe her. I personally don't believe her. So she goes, oh, so the day before Cosby tries to grape me, like at his house or his hotel, I don't really remember, but he tried to grape me. So they call me the next day and they say, hey, that part that you was auditioning for, you got. And she goes, now, me personally, if you try to diddle my booty, is that happening for everybody or is this you? Going in now, all of your... If you try to diddle my booty, right? Let me stop moving all over the place, just talking to the mic. If you try to diddle my booty, and then you gonna call me and say, hey, yo, I got a part for you, goats, I'm not taking it. You know what I'm saying? They call her for the part. She goes in for the part. And then, so they go to do the part. And she's like, I'm trying to get some milk. And Cosby goes, no, you can't say it like that. You got to say, milk. And she goes, milk. So she's not saying the line how he wants to say it. So she's making it like he's being oppressive, and he's saying this to me, and I'm trying to say the line, milk. And he said, no, you got to say milk. So they get to arguing, right? And she goes, don't let me tell them what happened at the hotel. And she said, Cosby said in front of everybody, I'm not trying to fuck you no more, so I don't care. Does that not sound like side chick fucking arguing to you?
Yeah.
That sounds like side bitch arguing to me.
I've heard, first off, just the fact that she said that she had a role, like a concurrent role in the Cosby Show, and she wanted the more principal part.
Yeah, she was an extra first.
It means maybe like where did you get off that you feel like you deserve more of a role? What did you do is your extra acting that good that you could be promoted?
I know one thing, and I don't know if I'm gonna get flagged for this, but it does sound like her pussy wasn't that fire.
Let me tell you, when they said, well, you want to talk about what happened to you? She said, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to say what happened to me. That's you and vibes to me. Because you don't want to tell the story because you don't want to contradict yourself. I don't want to go through that trauma again. They always use that shit. I don't want to go through that trauma again.
Hey, why are you doing the documentary then?
Yeah, why are we here?
Because she wants to
why did you come?
She wanted to get at this nigga. That's why.
I want to get paid. And you know what? I get paid.
So just check clear. I'm out.
He could have avoided all of this by staying at home because he had a wife at home. But a powerful man that could get pussy, he ain't gonna pass it up. Somebody that's powerful that get pussy ain't gonna pass that shit up. Now y'all can have this fantasy that motherfuckers that don't cheat on their wives or whatever. But when they see these, you got millions, and you see these young tenderonis around, you gonna try to get your dick wet.
But that's a whole fact too. That a lot of Cosby wouldn't have had to rape most of these girls anyway.
Grape, say grape.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
apologize.
It's all good.
Sorry. You wouldn't have had to allegedly do these things to these girls. They were I'm sure they were plentiful. You know what I'm saying? Like he was at the top of his game. He had released all these albums. Top comedian, so forth and so on. You know what I mean? Like what? I don't know. But you're right. It's a touchy subject. And like I said, I don't believe like I did that he's completely innocent, but you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there. I don't believe that all the women are telling the truth either.
I will say this, Fee, if you don't think Denzel is smashing some of them young tenderonis,
or has.
Oh, he just keeping it low.
I know how to keep it quiet.
Huh?
I think something probably went down with Ava Mendes.
I mean, you're not going to have Ava Mendes with her titties out next to me, and I'm not trying to. You know what I'm saying? So, Ava, what you want to do?
He had her in another film too. I'll put you in the sequel.
What you want to do, Ava? I want to Scooby Doo, Goonks. Well, let's Scooby Doo.
More facts, and that was the only movie that I know to date that she was naked in.
Nigga, facts, titties all out.
Yeah, so that.
But I would say this: they tried to make Hannibal Buress a scapegoat. They also, I don't understand some of these.
They try to get him too?
Huh?
For what?
Because they say he's the one that really popped it off when he was like, "Look, Google Cosby and rape, and you'll see more hits than me and Cosby and grape, and you'll see more hits than Hannibal Buress." So they saying when the nigga recorded that, they were like, and then that's when the whole Cosby shit popped off. But I will say this: some of these chicks, they said that he would drug them and do whatever he did allegedly to them, and then he would call them the next day to come through, and they would come through again.
That's some strong drugs,
nigga.
That's holes all in there to me.
Why would you do that? And then when you ask that question, why would you go back? They say that's victim blaming.
I don't think that's victim blaming. I think that you got to
call it. That's a question that I'm asking that you should answer.
What was you saying, Vay?
No, I was just gonna say I wouldn't call that victim blaming at all. That's just somebody who's not admitting the truth. Because the truth is this: either the drugs was good or the dick was that good for you to turn around and go back. Let's just be real.
Or like you said, it was consensual. But now you're trying to make it like putting Pops as a fucking predator. Which, come on, he honestly is. But but I don't believe some of these chicks. I'm all about like a nigga getting his comeuppance. Some of these bitches be lying, man. And I don't like the fact that you just automatically believe these bitches. And some of these bitches, let me tell you, They had this one big fat bitch on there. You know what I'm saying? And she was supposed to be a sex therapist, and she said some crazy shit. And like, why do we need to talk to her? This chick, I'm about to bring her up. I'm about to bring her up right now. I'm about to show y'all what she looked like.
I know a smidgen of that story. Isn't she supposed to be like in a Bill Cosby analyst or something like that?
She is just a sex therapist that they had on there.
Oh, okay, that's what it was, sex therapist.
They got this chick, right? They call her the fat sex therapist.
That's her name?
That's her name. Her name is Sonali.
No, I mean like that's like her claim to fame thing.
Yeah, she's a fat sex therapist, right?
Oh.
So this is her right here, guys. I'm gonna open the image in the window so you can see. When she did the Cosby Show,
He's fat.
She was taking up the whole couch by herself. And
I love that shit.
Here it is, guys. She's a fat sex therapist. All right, so she was like,
He's fat.
That, well, you know, when you do this and all your apologies, and this is called grape apologist. You're apologizing for a grape person. You know what I'm saying? You're apologizing for a grape person. And I look at you and I go, bitch, why are you even here? So, you know me, when I see somebody I don't like, I go and I look up stuff. And Sonali Rachawa said, and this is not alleged, she said this shit. I truly believe a child cannot consent to being on a diet the same way a child cannot consent to having sex. I experience diet culture as a form of assault because it impacts the way I experience my body.
Wow.
So basically, she is saying,
He's fat.
Where'd you go, Keys?
I'll be right back.
Oh, so basically she's saying, right? Putting your fat kid on a diet is the same thing as fucking touching him without diddling him, you know, without consent.
Yeah, without consent. Yeah, touching him without consent.
Bitch, are you crazy? And of course somebody like that is going to say that because they want their personal body image and they want to say, oh, well, this is me and blah, 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 and I got this, and you know what I mean? I'm happy in my body. You could be happy in your body. That's fucking fine. I'm happy in my body. You know what I'm saying?
He's fat.
But like, you can't say dumb shit like, let me read this again. Oh, did I accidentally delete it? Let me read this again, y'all. Let me read this again. I truly believe that a child cannot consent to being on a diet the same way a child cannot consent to having sex. The fat sex therapist says, I experience diet culture as a form of assault because it impacts the way I experience my body. Let's go back to her body again, folks. Every day her heart is just trying to survive while she's in that body. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to live your life, I ain't got no problem with that. But you can't throw out words like assault, like putting a child on a diet is the same as fucking doing bad things to him. The M word.
She sound like her parents deprived her of some things, and then when she got older, she, you know what I'm saying, indulged in the things that she couldn't do as a child. Cause I'm pretty sure like the neighbors say, yo, how do you get your child to exercise? I pay the ice cream man to keep driving.
He's fat.
So she said she's not with her family no more because they didn't like the way she was living. Oh, by the way, her pronouns are they and he.
I'm done.
Her pronouns are they and he. And if y'all think that's the only crazy shit she said we should be critical of the use of science and the production of knowledge to continue to promote this idea that certain bodies are fit, able, and desirable. Is it my fatness that caused high blood pressure or my experience of weight stigma? So basically she's saying me being fat does not have me high blood pressure. It's the fact that y'all say I'm fat and I get fucking I get anxiety or whatever that y'all look at me as fat and it makes my blood pressure go up. This is not alleged, nigga. This is what she's saying. However, she pivoted to support scientific findings in intentionally pursuing weight loss. What we're discovering scientifically that it's not possible. So she's saying that you losing weight is not possible, by the way. I'm paraphrasing. Or maybe I'm wrong with trying to decipher what she's saying. She also says, after addressing the topic of science and making her claim that there's no connection to high blood pressure and obesity, Rachatoire turned to discuss a political philosophy and policy. This conversation about pushing our own well-being pushing off our own well-being onto the individual is part of this 1980s Reagan-era policy that again try to move that structural obligation of a system and this social safety net onto the individual. Instead of thinking that there should be social supports that also help me subsidize my food cost. Food costs.
She look like she laying on a pile of pancakes.
Nigga, she probably wakes up to half a stack every morning.
You fat!
But, like, when you have niggas like this on your documentary to fucking try to, like, when the person thinks like this, I can't get jiggy with that, Vay.
Right.
I can't get jiggy with that.
She put her lipstick on with a paintbrush.
Oh, Jesus Christ, cuz.
You fat!
You know what I mean?
I bet she get arrested at the airport every time for holding 10 pounds of crack.
You fat!
But you know what I'm saying, like, back to what I was saying. Do I believe that Cosby did some nefarious things? Absolutely. But I'll also say this to y'all. Everybody that's on top is not a nice guy. And to get on top, you can't be a nice guy. You got to step on throats. You know what I'm saying? You got to step on throats. And Jelly, you are absolutely right. She shouldn't be a therapist. But with this cupcake day and age, they let anybody fucking say some bullshit. We can go to the Instagram page.
Facts.
I got all day.
Facts.
Man.
They let anybody become a counselor nowadays.
You know what I mean? That was a little personal thing that you was talking about right there.
Yeah, personally, yeah.
Is this her? I know she's verified. Is this her? I don't think this is her. No, this is not her.
I want to know when she goes to the amusement park, do people try to ride her?
Jesus Christ, my nigga. Like, yo, get off me, nigga. The fat sex therapist. That's her name. All right, let's get it.
Like her actual name is the fat therapist?
The fat sex therapist. Because she can't even see her own pussy, but she gonna tell me what a G-spot is? Fuck out of here, bitch. She has she's a let's look. Let's take a look now. She is a they, he is her pronouns. She's LCSW med. I don't know what the fuck that means. She's a NB butch queer, a fat futurist, lover, trauma therapist. Like she eat all her fucking trauma. Look at this. So she got let's look at this video right here. Do you think it's possible for a white therapist to create a safe space for BIPOC humans? Let's see what she got to say.
Specialize in undoing white supremacy, because that's the work that POC shouldn't have to do. Of course it's possible, but what I think is more interesting is if...
Shut up. So you know she's gonna promote her shit, and I want to see if she shows herself on the couch. Let's her taking pictures. Bill Cosby release. Oh my God. Bill Cosby is not innocent. He has not been exonerated. Yada yada yada. I want to see if she shows herself on the couch. She does not. So it's all right here, and you notice that she's She's
I would
happy
start
about her
by
body,
explaining
but yet she
that
takes
I do
all
not
her
conflate
videos from the head up.
fatness with disease, or
Oh, so what's she talking about? Let's see what she's talking about.
I would start
How to deal
by
with a partner that
explaining
wants you to lose
that
weight
I
out
do
of
not
concern for your health.
conflate fatness with disease or thinness with health. And I would provide lots of examples about how I maintain my health.
I don't know if that music is copyrighted or not, so you're gonna get muted. There are lots of reasons for our partners to push us to be better people. If you're like me, losing weight to get healthy is not going to be one of those reasons. That's because I don't conflate fatness with disease or assume thinness to be better health. These are some basic ways of fat phobia and health moralism can become body image abuse in relationships. If you feel pressured or manipulated to earn your partner's love by maintaining your body size or appearance, you may be experiencing body image abuse. These are important issues to... her view is skewed. Her view is definitely skewed because she's a big fat bitch. These are important issues to address with professionals like doulas, counselors, nail techs. What the fuck you want to talk to your nail tech about being a fat bitch? Massage therapist, acupuncturist, or even therapist? What the man, yo, nigga? Wait.
Like it boils down what we was talking to before. I feel like everybody wants to get some kind of I don't know, you reaching for sympathy points or you everybody's oppressed now.
Yeah.
Everybody's oppressed it boils down to growing up. Like get it together, get your shit together. I don't understand why everybody's like, yeah, what are we supposed to do? We're supposed to give you extra provisions or something because you're a big person. Is that I don't know.
And of course, you know, the big girls always say this. I'm Sana Lee, non-binary, aka not a lady or a woman, queer bisexual social worker, sex therapist based in Philly, specialized in treating sexual trauma, internalized fat phobia, and immigrant kid guilt, while using anti-oppression and anti-intentional weight loss diet lenses. I'm an activist therapist and a therapist for the activists.
So you checking all the boxes,
Nigga.
For real.
Nigga.
You don't know nothing about her.
Nigga. I'm queer and I'm non-binary, but I'm also bisexual. So I may like to eat pussy here and there, and I like to get dick down. But don't say I'm a woman, because I'm nothing. Get the fuck out of here, yo.
Trying to pull that Prince thing. But I don't think Prince was trying to say, you know, trying to not give himself a pronoun when he sung that song.
But I will say this. Can y'all, because the people in the documentary could do it, can y'all separate the artist's work from the artist? Like,
yeah,
I do it all. No, Vay says yeah. I say yeah because I still listen to R. Kelly.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Here's the point that I want to make, because the other day on sports radio, whatever else, that people were calling in. They were appalled about the halftime show, and it's because Snoop had said some disparaging things about the police or something of that nature. And they were like, well, can you separate the artist from the music? Not so much, because it's still coming out of his mouth, so forth and so on. And that's a lie. It depends who the person is.
Yep.
Because Snoop might have said something about killing the police, but Arnold Schwarzenegger made a movie where he killed the entire precinct. And y'all voted him into office. And y'all don't say nothing about that.
They pick and choose, my nigga.
They pick and choose.
Yeah, they pick and choose.
They pick and choose who to separate from.
Especially
because the whole everybody's talking that oh you can't say this, you can't say that, and this that. But the president was talking about grabbing pussies, and they was like, oh well, let's vote him in and let's potentially do it again.
Yeah. Well, the president, why the people that don't like Trump talk about grabbing pussies, they was just like,
Tell me he didn't just say that.
you know what I'm saying? You know, like, well, we like, excuse me? And I was like this. When he talked about grabbing pussies, he's like, well, you're rich, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And I was like,
He's right.
He rich, so obviously he talking from experience. You can grab him right in the pussy. Grab right in the pussy. Now when they do that shit, I'm looking at him like,
whore. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? Good working, family.
you know what I'm saying? You're a whore. But you know, whatever. But I also say you can separate the artist from their work, because I listen to R. Kelly. R. Kelly, as a human being, terrible nigga. I got some things I could say in there that, you know, when bitches was talking about him confining them to a room, not letting them walk around the house, I said, what nigga really wants you walking around his house all in his shit? You know what I'm saying? That's number one. But all right, but all the other shit, all the fucking the little girls, all that shit is terrible.
Right.
But if Ignition Remix comes on, I'm not gonna go, oh no, no. I'm like this.
You turning that shit up?
I'm like this. It's the remix edition. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my car bumping. Because R. Kelly is a musical genius. As a human being, he's a piece of shit. But in music, put catalogs up to that
you
nigga.
Can't really, you can't even say, because there's a lot of things that people have done, and you get, you know what I mean? Like, how can you separate it? If you have to separate it rather.
Yeah.
Because like people who for lack of a better example, Chris Benoit. That's a whole nother it's a whole nother can of worms. But as a wrestler, as a professional wrestler, he is in top. He probably maybe my top 5. I'd be hard pressed to take him out of there.
Nah, Chris Benoit was a great wrestler.
Yeah, he really was.
Fantastic. But you know what I'm saying? But you like it is what it is.
Crossface, best move ever.
I don't know about
you
that.
ain't never lie.
I don't know about that. You remember the crossface battles back in the day, Keys?
I do remember that. That's why I started laughing.
Punt kick.
Yep. All that.
I don't think he remembers the punt kick.
No, I still got headaches from that.
I should be laughing about that. I gave my fucking friend a grade 3 concussion and just ignored him. Nigga was in the back seat. I'm blasting music. So nigga had a headache for 4 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's okay, Keys, man. Yo, I got speared, man, into like a moonwalk, dog. The whole shit came down and everything.
The whole thing.
I have arthritis because of it.
The whole thing didn't come down.
Back, and I have arthritis because of it.
But he hit me first. Is all I'm gonna say. All right?
It doesn't matter.
All this is retaliation. Did I punt kick Keys' head against the door frame? Yes. But before that, he took a hanger and was stabbing me in the forehead, screaming bleed. That's the moneymaker, folks.
In both of our defense, it was a bunkhouse brawl, and I was unsuccessful in any of our previous ones. So I was trying to retain the title at the time.
And you know why he was unsuccessful? It's because you try to do things the right way, Keys. And there's nothing wrong with that. But a nigga like me, I'm a cheat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to the top. I'm gonna get to the top. But when that nigga took that wire hanger and started stabbing me in the head saying bleed, in my mind, I said, I'm gonna get this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga tried to crawl out the room. Saw a perfect opportunity. Part kicked his head against the door frame. Actually did it twice. But that's neither here nor there. But
was it twice?
Yeah, it was the first time I was against the door frame, and you was crawling down the hall, and then I did it again, and that's when Flo was like, "I think you did a little much. That was a little too much." Like, hey,
Flo has the audacity. Was it him?
Yeah, it was him.
Was it One Man Concerto?
Oh. Yeah, it was him.
I feel permanent head trauma because y'all.
It's a part of growing up, man. Who can say that you got a friend stabbing you in your head with a wire hanger and you're still friends with the motherfucker to this day? And Fred go, oh yeah, I kicked his memories away. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember shit.
How best friends get down.
Yeah, facts, nigga. They tell you all the time. Shawn Michaels and Triple H will tell you, man. I bet when you're best friends, those matches are fire, nigga. Because you'll do anything to the motherfuckers. But anyway, like I was saying, I can separate the artist from the art, the singer from the music, the actor from the movies, because everybody's a fucking douchebag behind closed doors.
And actually, too, I would like as again another double standard because they tried to pull all R. Kelly's music off of the internet, off of iTunes, Spotify, and all that. But Jerry Lee Lewis, who married his 13-year-old cousin,
Elvis,
his music's still bumping.
Elvis,
Elvis, all of them. Why is they allowed to rock?
Because they're cracker racists. That's why.
That's my point. People say that, but they don't have a problem separating the two.
Well, that's why. I guess we got to stop being apologists or whatever.
You should.
Vay, you said you had something for the podcast.
Oh, well, since we had Keys on and everything, I just wanted to keep it music related. But here's the question. Who's better, the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
All right, well, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
This should be like an easy this is gonna be an easy tackle right here. So all right, so check it. Okay. So here's just a little bit of information, you know what I'm saying, as far as like with the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. You know, really, you search the internet, they're gonna tell you right off the bat NSYNC is better because for the simple fact is NSYNC only put out 3 albums and Backstreet Boys put out 9 albums. So the Backstreet Boys had longevity. Plus, on top of that, when it comes going back to NSYNC, you know, NSYNC did give us Justin Timberlake. So you looking at the 3 albums, you looking at Justin Timberlake, and you also looking at the fact is that that they had more songs in the top 10.
Who, NSYNC?
NSYNC.
Come on now.
Yeah, but when it comes to sales, Backstreet Boys killed them.
Well, you put 9 albums against
really,
3, so.
Well, I would never even put album sales as to establish greatness usually, because if that's the case, then you talking about like Nelly being the greatest artist, the greatest rap artist, or one of the greatest rap artists of all time, going diamond and different other things like that. It is a lot of criteria, but and for my money, I would go Backstreet Boys. There's so many, I can name 6 joints off the top right now.
Yeah, with Backstreet Boys.
And NSYNC, I got like 2.
Nigga, that's big facts.
But yo, and you know what? And it is too, because it's Bye Bye Bye, and the other one is it couldn't be it.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah, it's gonna be me. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that help. Yeah.
And that's the 2 we know.
I say this: Backstreet Boys had the better quality of music. Shaq did go platinum, bread. Backstreet Boys had the better quality of music, but NSYNC had the more bye bye in a minute do you know what I mean? Or like it's gonna be me. I know that. You know what I'm saying? That shit. They got the more poppy shit. So people are gonna gravitate to the more poppy, but
yeah.
Oh, come on, Fee. Come on. Don't be that kind of black. But on that note, you can't fuck with Eminem either. You know what I'm saying? Hi, my name is Eminem. Your girl likes Eminem, so I gave her Eminem. But the fucking Backstreet Boys have better songs. They got motherfucking I Want It That Way, Backstreet's Back.
That was called Everybody.
The other day.
Yeah.
That was called Everybody.
That's called Everybody?
Yeah, it's called Everybody.
Oh, well, why don't you give me the Backstreet songs? This is your shit, you bastard. Go ahead. Tell me the Backstreet songs. No, say it wrong, tell that songs.
Nigga, I was looking up other facts, man. Shit, everybody know everybody. Like, you know, I didn't think I had to go into the songs and
well,
shit.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, if you
I thought that was the first of many. Did you have other comparisons? Because that one we kind of nailed that one off the top. That was
What with the songs?
no. You said who's better, Backstreet or NSYNC?
Oh, I said this is gonna be an easy conversation because
yeah.
I like Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Backstreet
Backstreet Boys. You know, that's why I was letting B talk because he pretty much saying everything I was gonna say anyway.
Well,
so
I'm not gonna say nothing no more. I'm gonna let you do it. You said you wanted to run that shit.
I need a good commentary. But anyway, something else I was gonna say too. Because a lot of people didn't know, man, they was under the same record label.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either. Get the fuck out of here. So when them niggas was battling back in the day, the fat cat at the record label was like, I don't give a fuck who win, baby.
Who win?
I get paid. I don't give a fuck who win, nigga.
Wow.
Yo, yeah, it's like I don't, you know, hey, which one you think is better, Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? Yo, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Make my money.
You're right. We about to throw a third band in there.
Yeah, man. You looking at Jive Records and Radio Corporations of America.
That shit is crazy, nigga.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know that. But like, you know what? I don't know if NSYNC came out after they came out after. But even that was just all right. And I'm not a big Justin Timberlake guy like that either, to be honest with you.
What? I didn't know that. See,
like he's all right. He's all right.
I like a couple of his songs.
I don't like how he switched like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when he went solo, he was all like pro black and stuff. As soon as that thing happened, Nipplegate, he switched up real quick.
You know why? Because that motherfucker said
real quick.
That nigga said I ain't got no part of this shit. Y'all niggas ain't fucking with me, nigga. Y'all niggas not dragging me down.
And Janet Jackson had to apologize for that bullshit.
Well, I know that they banned her from the Grammys, and he went, and they was in the same event.
They also banned her from the Super Bowl too,
or something. But he switched up. He switched back very, very quickly. Took his cornrows out.
He stopped dating black girls.
He's like, yeah,
yo, JT, man,
don't cancel me.
That nigga said Janet Jackson called that nigga. He pick up the phone. Yo, get JT on the phone. Like, they changed his number. That motherfucker was like,
hey, yo, what the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't doing this shit, man.
Yo, Shane, this is a perfect example of what Dave Chappelle was talking about, where he said that, you know what I'm saying, they always go back to I'm trying to say how he said it though.
They're a minority until they don't need to be.
Yeah, until they don't need to be. Yeah, there you go. That's a perfect example of that.
Yeah, that shit crazy, man. But nah, I fuck with Justin Timberlake still. I like Master P was in the NBA for a hot second. I like that nigga songs. What Goes Around Comes Around. If you ever need to burn 8 minutes, that's a good song to listen to. Rock Your Body, Justified Senorita, fucking burn, not burn.
Well, he I can't deny some of the records. I can't do that.
Yeah, that motherfucker JT was on. Like, see me, I don't give a fuck.
Rhythm and Gangster, I like some of the joints he was on.
I like motherfucker.
What about that song Pop?
Like when a nigga do shit like that, and you'll be like, oh, that motherfucker. I'm like, man, y'all already knew what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? That y'all already knew what it was. Y'all sitting here waiting for this motherfucker to save y'all. Stop looking for the white savior to save you. She should have known better. Justin Timberlake pulled that titty out, and they said, yo, your shit could be over for this shit. That nigga said, deuces, bitch. I'm not fucking. I'm going to the Grammys
here, shorty.
Yeah, I'm a star on the rise, motherfucker. I'm going, man. I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for none of that shit.
Can't stop the feeling.
Motherfucking Janet Jackson hit Justin Timberlake up. It's like, yo, can you help me out? That motherfucker was like,
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
You know I ain't got time for you right now, bitch. You on your own, bitch. That wasn't my titty. That was yours. Fam, remember when her titty did pop out the Super Bowl? She ripped the titty out the Super Bowl, and then the whole next day we was Googling that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not Googling, searching it on AOL.
Well, I heard that's what started YouTube.
Word?
I don't know if that's true, but I heard that's kind of like what with the catalyst. Like, we need a YouTube so we can find all these things.
Son,
I wouldn't be surprised.
son, do you
Right.
remember nipslip.com?
I do. You know I do. Hell yeah.
Motherfucking nipslip.com, nigga.
Forgot all about that. Yeah, man.
I don't forget it, nigga. That's 22 years ago. Legit, nigga.
You right though.
No, 20 years ago. You got anything
You're
else on
right.
the Backstreet Boys shit, my nigga?
Oh, little fun fact as far as the NSYNC, y'all know how they got their names?
Because
Wasn't
it's all their
it
first
Timberlake?
names? Or last names or something like that?
Oh,
yeah,
maybe.
the last letter of their names. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but what Timberlake? There's no T in there.
Justin.
No,
Oh, what? But where's their J in the NSYNC? Am I bugging?
Justin, the N, nigga, the N, the last letters of their first name.
Oh, the
Last-
last letters
yeah.
of their first name. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. I get it. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Nipslip.com. Yeah, it ain't up no more.
Nigga, this shit was 20 years ago, man. I can't believe you actually tried to go to that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I sure did.
You
I wanted
you,
to.
damn Skippy.
I wanted to Janet Jackson.
Nigga, you can Google this shit now, just like you can Google what's her face. All right. Let's talk about some news shits, and then we will let Keys get the fuck out of here if he wants to.
Truck Stop Diary.
Oh yeah. Do your thing, player.
Okay, all right. So since we didn't have no chronicles, I thought I, share a little truck stop diary. So I stopped at a truck stop that I normally stop at like every morning. You know, I gotta get my coffee, gotta get my tea or whatever like that.
Right.
So, I'm walking in through the door. I see this guy like clunk the fuck out. Like he's literally like this. So I was just like, okay, and he's snoring mad loud too. Like you can hear him in the store. That's how I do the sound. So go ahead, get my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I switched it up, man, this morning, man. I just got myself some chips and I had got me like a Coke. Anyway, so cashed out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not cashed out. Checked out. I'm walking back. This dude is fully wide ass awake. I passed him. He says, hey, brother. First thing first, I would like to name that he wasn't black. Okay? You know how everybody likes to call us brother when they see that we're black. But I say he had to be like Hispanic or something like that. Judging by the... What?
Nothing. Keep going.
Okay. He was from the Latino family, all right? Whichever one. He sounded like he spoke good English, okay? So anyway, I'm walking to his door. He hit me with the hey brother. I automatically know he's talking to me because ain't a nigga in sight. So I was like, all right. So I turned around. He was like, hey, can you go in on a shower for me?
On a what?
A shower. I see your face, man. I see your face. I like your enthusiasm. All right, here we go. So what do you mean by going in on a shower? He wanted me to pay for his shower. Now, I know most people don't know about truck stops and they showers. Showers ain't no more than $15. Their showers was actually $12.50. The nigga didn't have $12.50 to take a shower.
I didn't even know that they had showers at truck stops, to be honest with you.
Yeah, some truck stops actually have showers. It just depends on the truck stop that you go to. Like you can't stop at a Quick Trip truck stop and expect them to have a shower. They're not gonna have one.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta go like to a TNA. Pilots have them. What's another truck stop that has showers? Pilot has. I guarantee that Flying has it because Flying and Pilot is pretty much like they the same company. But after homeboy hit me with that, I told him, I said, yo, I ain't got it. I'm walking out the door, and there's this old guy who always be cleaning up shit. I don't even think he works there, but he told me, he said, I don't blame you. And then he just kept wiping the window, and I walked the fuck
Niggas
out.
like that. Imagine motherfucker Mr. Miyagi and shit like this. And he's like, hey man, can you help me out with a shower? Like, nah man, I ain't got it on me. And go. I don't blame you. Let's go back to wiping down the fucking window.
But that ends the truck stop diary.
Truck stop diaries with infamous Vay. He didn't want to give a nigga a shower. Left him out there stink. Ain't you a son of a bitch? All right.
Stinking.
All right. Into news. I'm gonna have a fucking button for the news and everything next week. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like and it's gonna be all kind of like sounds. Just you niggers wait.
Fat.
So
That's my favorite one.
Florida State Committee passes Don't Say Gay bill that will bar LGBTQ discussions in schools. The Florida State, passed a controversial bill on Thursday that will bar school districts from encouraging classroom discussions about sexual orientation, or gender identity. The Parental Rights in Education bill, commonly referred to as the Don't Say Gay bill by its critics, would apply to such topics as primarily grade level, as well as cases that are discussed that are not deemed age appropriate. The bill, proposed by Republican State Senator Dennis Baxley, would extend to student support services, including counseling, that would require school district personnel to give parents all information related to a student's mental, emotional, or physical health or well-being, unless it's believed that such a disclosure would result in abuse. Parents will be able to sue districts that do not follow these requirements. The bill's purpose, according to its text, is to reinforce the fundamental right of parents to make decisions regarding upbringing and control of their children. I personally think that that's a great bill. What do you guys think?
I think that it wasn't outside of health class. That wasn't something we spoke about anyway.
Yeah, well, that's because when we went to school, we didn't have 17,000 genders. I didn't go to school fucking to Mr. South's class and be like, oh yeah, Mr. South, guess what? I'm a blender today. So talk to me as such. Give me all your bananas. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me as such. Well, I'm a blender now.
I'll tell you what. I'm with that. I'm actually in agreement with that bill, as opposed to the other one that they're trying to pass, or with the critical race theory.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that at all.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
That I'm feeling the way about that. I do agree. Like, if you don't want to talk about sexual stuff outside of health class, they shouldn't have to. Why would that come up in any kind of conversation anyway? What are we talking about that has to do with anything?
That's big facts. Is because that's the one that's not allowed to discuss gender to little kids. Brett sent me something the other day where a California school secretly put a fucking girl in a LGBT group, like a little girl, and then had her thinking, but the lady was like, yo, you put her in this group, you didn't even tell me you doing this shit in secret. And the lady's saying, and the school teacher is saying to the lady, your daughter's a boy now, she's gay, or like whatever. Like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? So I think
she did this to the parents.
She said they put her in there secretly, and the parents didn't know. So, and they got the lady escorted out, by the way. So I look at the shit like,
how old is this kid? And they have LGBT.
Exactly. So I look at it as like this: if you're in grade school, you shouldn't be talking about no fucking non-binary shit. The fucking kids don't know what the fuck they want when they're little.
They shouldn't even be talking about that at all. That's not something that you start teaching little kids.
Nigga, facts. Nigga, 4 + 4 dinosaur, nigga. So motherfucker,
fuck you.
But nigga, you're not gonna fucking have like a little kid that's like, oh, well, motherfucker be like this. You know, I like pink. Oh, you like pink? Oh, you might be a girl. That might be your gender identity. What if I just like Cameron? You know what I'm saying?
Right. But and a lot of these parents are trying to be forward. But I'm not gonna raise my kid as any specific thing. They don't Why are you instilling that in your kid?
Brett said for that school in California, they convinced her she was a little boy, changed all her shit in the school system to a boy's name. It went on for like a year. Then they called her to a meeting and said, your daughter is a boy now. They called the parents to a meeting and said, your daughter is a boy now in California. California is fucking nigga.
Nuts.
California is on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
This sound like an experiment that they actually was doing.
Nah, it's just motherfuckers want to be so progressive nowadays. You can't have hippies teaching kids. I fucking hate hippies.
Good.
I'm not saying that you wrong, but just listening to it, it sounds like an experiment. Like they took a child that they felt that a parent wasn't going to notice. You know what I'm saying?
But who would give you if somebody did that with your child? All of a sudden, they're going, okay, I'm gonna tell you. You know what I mean? Where do you get off?
Exactly, and then have me removed from the meeting.
I'm gonna bust your ass.
And tell me defiantly.
We gonna have to fight.
Then call the cops when the mom raised hell. Then tell me defiantly from your seated position, far away from me, by the way, your daughter's a boy now. Your daughter's a boy now. Hands. You know what I'm saying? Hands.
I'm putting my foot in your ass, man. That's just how it's gonna be.
That shit's fucking crazy. But I think that that's a good bill. Of course, fucking the liberal people are gonna be like this, and I'm neither liberal or a fucking a liberal or what do you call that other shit? A conservative. I'm just a nigga that sees shit in the middle, like, oh, that's good. Oh, that's not so good. That's good. But I think you're not about to have my fucking kid in a class in fucking second grade and you trying to fucking push shit.
That's not even a thing.
Yeah, I don't think she needs to worry about that in Texas, Brett. And push shit on me, on my kid, because of what you believe. You're fucking crazy. Just teach him the goddamn addition and subtraction and shut the fuck up. You need to have no fucking sit down powwow. You know what I mean? Talking about what my kid might be.
And to be honest with you, kids usually figure it out anyway.
They do.
I know when I was a kid, I was trying to sneak looks at panties and all kind of stuff.
Right.
You.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Standing in line trying to go to a fresh pair of panties on. Play that shit right on my little.
What was you saying, player?
This thing had it queued up, man.
I got them all, baby. I got them all, nigga.
Nah,
if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right?
Right. You're right.
Nah, I was just saying, man, because Keys was talking about looking at panties and shit, and I was just like, yeah, you going to the lunchroom and you standing in line and you hunched up against your girlfriend and all the other good stuff, acting like y'all having sex while standing up.
Mm-hmm.
You was a horny little nigga, aren't you, huh?
Yeah.
I think we all was.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Damn, come on.
Shit. You a creep.
Hey, man. But yeah, I honestly think that's a good bill for that. Like when they that little, you don't let a kid dictate what they are, man. Like I feel like everybody's trying to do some shit, like some shady shit where they're trying to make these kids, but everybody has to be, they have to learn young, blah, 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 like the fat bitch.
That's part of because I seen some people trying to push the pedophile agenda as well.
Yeah.
So I think that ties in, and I'm not with that shit. I'll punch you in your face.
I'll punch you right in the fucking mouth.
I said I'll punch you in the face. Yo, I totally agree with that. They definitely pushing that agenda. They've been pushing that for a while. And so many different things, especially like now in the school. Cause you remember in the school that if we had women, they wore dress. You know what I'm saying?
Not allowed to do that no more?
Nah, man, like women can go you know what I'm saying, into the schools with business suits and stuff like that, They
I've seen that.
Identify. Go ahead.
No, I was saying what you said. I've seen women in business suits and stuff, more like a corporate environment.
No, I'm talking about like men suits, like Steve Harvey 5 buttons type shit.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm like, bitch, you know you hot in that shit. Take that shit off, man. What the fuck is wrong
Right,
with you?
yeah,
Yo?
that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like shorties coming
shoulders?
in with broad shoulders and stuff like that. You know, they portraying to be men. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like when we was coming up in school, I didn't see shit like that. But it's like nowadays, you know what I'm saying? I see stuff like that. And then also another thing too, I will say this, and this is part of the reason why I try to beat the teachers to the punch, or I beat the school to the punch. We so quick to tell our children to go to school and learn without without teaching them, you know, the difference between right and wrong, teaching them, you know what I'm saying, not just I mean, teaching them morals and values, and we leaving it up to the school. So when the school actually does start teaching them these type of things, they bring that shit back to your house, and then they want to dictate what goes on in your house. Motherfucker, you got this all fucked up. You're not finna go see, and there's another thing too. I'm jumping, but you know what I'm saying. Staying on this, you know, we have to teach our children, you know what I'm saying, all those things before the school does it. Because if the school does it, they're going to teach them what they want them to know, and then they're going to, you know, and then it's like they become a product of what the school raised them to be. Like my youngest daughter, she goes to daycare. I don't like leaving her there all day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck them niggas teaching her.
But
So,
that's real shit. What you talking about? Because
yeah.
If you have to teach, you have to teach them. You have to teach them what you want them to know, because they're going to learn what the school or the curriculum dictates. It's not necessarily going to be the truth. They have to be able to differentiate between
Based off the
real and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you have to do your job too.
Right. You have to teach them, because you know we tell them, hey, go to school and learn. Well, that's what they're doing. They're going to school, they're learning, and whatever that they pick up, they're soaking it in. So when your child acting all buck wild crazy, you trying to figure out why. And then, you know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, as Black people, we just happy to see, you know, our children go through school, make it through school, you know what I'm saying? Finish school.
Yeah. For
white people, it's something different. We just happy that the motherfucker didn't go crazy and shoot up the school. But he's going through school. He's going to make it, you know? So it's just like our our responsibility is higher because of what they're teaching our children. Not just with, you know, homosexuality, but also too is when it comes to a culture and a race. Because I mean, y'all watch the old movies just like, you know, I did, where they was, you know, teaching, you know what I'm saying, you know, like when our grandmothers was coming up in school and stuff like that, our grandfathers, teaching them, oh, don't be a mechanic, be a bagger. We always need baggers. We always need cashiers, you know, putting them on. Go ahead.
That's always been the case too with school. Like, they don't teach you how to be an independent person, or they teach you how to get a job. And be reliant on a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And they teach you how to be so like part of society, as opposed to somebody who's kind of dictating their own paces and stuff like that. Like business, you have to pay for those classes to learn business and different other things, finances and different other things like that. They don't just offer that stuff to you. They give you like the bare minimum to how to be a citizen.
Right. and then it's like, you know, we have the social security numbers, which really ain't nothing but, you know, saying our cell numbers, our block numbers, our jail numbers, or whatever else. That's what we associated by, you know. That's the reason why.
Hey, hold on, man.
What? You
listen to the same nigga I'll be listening to.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Keep going, nigga.
Okay. All right.
Hold up.
Yeah, hold up. Yo, but yo, it's all a system. I mean, you know, because y'all remember, you know, when Obama was in office and they were trying to give everybody a cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I heard about those
Obama phones.
Obama phones?
The Obama phones, right. They were trying to give everybody a phone. The reason why they're trying to get everybody on the phone is because they're trying to get everybody on the system. You know, back when we was coming up and to now, news was slower when we was coming up. News is way much faster now. Something can happen in 5 minutes and it's already out there. It's being told. And another thing too, I don't know if y'all, pay attention like to these to saying certain things that we code in. Like, when we type in on something on, the internet, we put www. It's World Wide Web. And if you think about a web, you know what I'm saying? What's known to have a web? Spiders, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I know this nigga's like, what the fuck?
We ain't finna do that. We ain't finna do that.
We about to go down the rabbit hole, fam.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga.
You about to dive in real quick.
Nah, man, motherfucker about to say some shit. I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. Keep talking about the school shit, nigga. Nobody want to hear no. Don't be, hey, you fucking conspiracy theory right now, nigga. CTV.
Okay. So going back to the school. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna drop it. All right, going back to the school. Parents need to take control. Parents need to take back control that was given to us because the school did not have our children. We did. So we need to be the teachers. It's okay. Yeah, you go to school. You learn numbers. You learn how to get a job. Whatever. I mean, they don't even teach you that. They just teach you the things that you need to know. American history, which is not our history, it's his story. That's the reason why they call it history. And then
what did I just fucking say, nigga? What did I just say? Nobody want to hear that shit right now, nigga. I understand where you getting at. Keep it on the schools.
Okay.
You hear that shit?
Yo,
this nigga talk about it's not history, it's his story.
Son, they teach us. They teach us. You know what I'm saying, how to do math and how to read. But it's us who has to teach them how to become successful adults. So taking back the power. Somebody said in the chat about, what happens when parents, when we was talking about the little girl, that's what happens when parents don't go to PTO meetings and all that other good shit.
He said that they hid it from the person. They told the little girl not to tell the parents.
Okay, but still.
Well, that sounds like a lawsuit to me.
Yeah, it is a lawsuit. That's damn sure got to be a lawsuit.
Sound like a lawsuit to me.
Yeah, but I understand what he was saying. Enough of that bullshit. Like, I understand what he was saying. We're not about to do the fucking history and a fucking what's called as a bond number. Know what I mean? No, I'm not a part of the trap. I understand what the nigga's talking about. But we're not talking about that right now.
You got to do another podcast for that one.
Don't try to get interested at the end of this podcast.
Break it down,
you know what I mean? Don't try to get interested now. Try to fucking push your shit.
Gotta let Brother Bay speak.
No, I know everything this nigga's talking. I know everything this nigga talking about. I listen to the same nigga that he listened to because I put him on that nigga. So I know
you did not. No, you did not.
I put him on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I put him on that nigga. So I know everything that motherfucker was about to say. And while he was like, he said the Social Security and the birth certificate, it's not motherfucking, it's a bond number, nigga. It's not no phone number or a tracking number. It's your bond number. And you got to meet your bond. That's what a fucking birth certificate.
Well, I was saying something different. I wasn't saying the bond number.
You were saying shit. You always say shit wrong. All right, but yeah.
That's not saying it wrong. I was saying something different.
But we're not finna go into that. I'm not about the motherfucking going to the same nigga I be listening to sometimes. Like, nah, you ain't about to speak that shit.
Interest a little bit.
Huh? What'd you say?
Yeah, I done piqued my interest a little bit. What do you mean bond number?
I'll send you the shit.
We carry on for it later.
Yeah, I'll send you the shit. But this motherfucker going crazy right now. Let's talk about this now and how fucking people are fucking stupid. And I don't feel any sympathy for this person. Homeless man slits woman's throat after she let him in her home to bathe, says the cops. A homeless man in Utah allegedly slit a woman's throat after she let him into her home to shower. Officers responded to a woman heavily bleeding around the neck around 5 p.m. last Sunday. She was transported to she didn't die? She was transported to a local hospital in critical condition and underwent emergency surgery. Her condition was later upgraded to stable, but her current condition is unknown. Eric Jones slit the woman's throat after she let him into the house to take a bath. They got his... They don't have it. A woman told investigators she let the man in, later identified as 30-year-old Eric Jones, in her home to bathe. Yeah. This is a clear case of get fucking mixed. All right? bums are bums for a reason. There's two things I hate, right?
Hippies and bums.
The goddamn right. Hippies and bums. You know what I'm saying? That's
And
facts,
what's
though,
even worse,
okay.
a bum ass hippie.
Motherfucking but fucking you don't let a homeless man stop. I know when I have kids that I'm gonna be their father. So they're already gonna fucking already have a bias against two groups of people off rip. Out of the womb. It's gonna be instilled in them from the sperm. Oh, hippies and bums. and if it's a boy, some women. But fucking but it's you're not about to fucking my kids are not finna let nobody I know is not finna let no person in to wash in the fuck. Listen, you letting this nigga in your domain. They do that shit at the hotel too. They bring these fucking bums that I see all the time, be jayed out and be like, can I get him a room here? I look at him and I go,
You
nah.
really want to do that?
I'd be like, nah. I used to be like, yeah, but then they be fucking the rooms up. Because if they're on the street, more often than not, these niggas is fucking nuts. There's something mental about them. If they're on the street, there's something mental about them.
That shit is going is more common craziness and homelessness hand in hand.
Yeah.
That's it. Real talk.
Yeah. It's like a fucking a model with a BBL, nigga. This shit is hand in hand. If you a model, you got a BBL. Know what I'm saying? Or if you somebody famous. But like fucking Brett said if we keeping this shit a bean, bum niggas gonna have to take a bum nigga showers, the rain. I completely agree. I completely fucking agree, man. You can't let some stranger in your apartment in the first place. That's why I don't understand Tinder dates and shit like that. Whenever I fucking
bitch in the hotel,
house? Huh?
They be going to their houses?
Yeah, the motherfuckers be saying meet at my house and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I always.
You got me.
I know one.
I'm from New York. You could be setting me up.
Yeah, no, nigga. If we are
and that's how I look
paranoid.
That's how I look at it.
We from the city. Me and Keys are from the city, nigga. We're already built-in paranoid. You know what I'm saying? From shit like that. You know what I mean? And this bitch is from Utah. You want to know where I live? If you were from Utah, that's some Tim shit. Where she's probably a Mormon or some shit like that. What was you about to say, Vay?
Nah, I was just gonna say that that goes back to that whole shower shit. That's one of the reasons why I said no, because this nigga probably wanted to see if I could pay for a shower, I probably could pay for something else, and then be like, that means that I probably could rob him.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't know where you pay for the showers at, but if he try to get you to an enclosed space, yeah, I believe that shit. But motherfucking.
Well, the exit, the door that you come in and then like where you exit out to get out to the trucks or whatever, the shower's right there. So the nigga could have caught me in the hallway. So
yeah, but what I'm saying is you don't let people you don't fucking know, especially if you're a woman. That shit is forbidden. And if they was to hear me say this shit, they would say that I'm victim blaming. Well, sometimes you gotta blame the victim for being a fucking moron. Nobody ever goes nowadays, well, why did you do that? I don't know. I didn't feel like doing that. Well, you're a fucking moron. Why the fuck would you
I was gonna say negligence.
Bro, if you cut me off one more time, I'm gonna kick you out. Like I said, you not finna let some stranger Keys, what if your mom was to let some nigga you don't know in the house because he looked like he wanted a meal?
My mother wouldn't do that.
You know why? Because she's not a fucking moron. You know what I'm saying?
Your mom wouldn't do that. It doesn't even make any sense, especially nowadays, man. You don't know what people are doing.
Especially like motherfucker, he on the street for a reason. Oh, what's wrong? You need a shower? I'm dirty. You know what I mean? I'm dirty. You know what I mean?
She's doing too much. You could have gave him some money or something. Okay, get yourself together or whatever else.
But yo, look at it like this though, fam. Look at it like this though. Motherfucker, even if he didn't slit her throat, right? The work she's gonna have to do to clean that shower / bathtub out after he leaves, nigga, Ain't no much Ajax in the world, fam. Ain't no much Ajax in the world. And you know why the next generation of women don't have the much street arts trash? It's because we coddle them motherfuckers, because everything they do is not wrong. If you start telling people you're a fucking idiot, if Bill Cosby gives you a pill and you take it and some funny shit happens, yeah, all right, Bill was wrong for that, but you're also a fucking idiot for popping pills you don't know, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And going back for part 2.
You know what I mean? Hold on a second. This nigga thought I was playing games. Fucking this nigga thought I was playing games. But motherfucking yeah, you don't fucking oh that's right, comment. That's right, Brett. I was looking for that. You not finna do that. You gotta clean this shit, but these motherfuckers be doing shit. You know what I'm saying? To fucking have you fucked up. You know, and then wait. Come on, man. You stupid for that. And you can't even ask them questions like, yo, well, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just felt like it's the right thing to do. You know, get the fuck out of here. This nigga probably got lice. Nigga got all kinds of shit. Nigga dirty fingernails and shit. Now you in the hospital mixed up. That's how you gotta learn. You get your fucking throat.
She could have been off too, though. Maybe she wasn't right. She had to been something wrong to think like, oh, just let this guy in my house. And
yeah, you stupid. She probably was like, oh, I'm just being nice. I'm just being nice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm just being nice.
Got your ass in the hospital.
Motherfucker, you dumb, man. But yeah, man, that shit is. I don't have no fucking sympathy for you, fucking. If you're an idiot, like fucking, it is what it is.
Really though.
If you fucking let your motherfucking a homeless nigga in your house, and motherfucking, and that shit happens, I don't feel bad. Like, yo, get fucking mixed. Get fucking mixed. You know what I'm saying? Get fucking mixed, yo. Goddamn. Niggas are stupid, man. And then everybody probably feel bad. Oh my God. Why did they do this to her? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Oh man. Why did they do this to her? Oh, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker, you're an idiot. Oh. Oh man. But yeah, man, that shit is crazy. All right, what else we got, Keys? Vay ain't coming back. Vay got to go to work, so he was going a little long on him anyway.
Okay.
Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. Damn. Kind of mad that nigga's not here because it's actually something that he wanted to talk about. Mother gives birth. Mother gives birth, right? To miracle white redheaded baby.
Black woman?
Yes. Black as shit.
Well, you know why it doesn't really shock me per se, because it's been determined that the only woman that can give birth to different colors of kids is a black woman.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. But when is she giving birth to ginger bitches, like white ginger babies?
Well, is it like legit ginger or is it like an albino?
Nah, this little nigga is ginger, fam. I'm gonna send you the picture.
But what there was a thing a couple years back where this woman gave birth to twins. One was like blonde hair, blue eyes, and the other one was dark skinned black, and she was a black woman. So that's why I asked. That was the first question I asked you, was the lady black?
Yeah, she's black.
So it just happens. They have the genetic makeup to do all of that, to have to produce any kind of a person. It's very rare for it to happen. But I've seen black people with blue eyes.
You're right, man.
Have you seen that?
Oh, shout out to my nigga Tim, yo, he's here.
Who's that?
Tim,
Timbo?
Yeah.
Hey!
That baby ain't albino. That baby fucking. This baby right here is ginger as fuck, Tim. What the fuck are you talking about? That baby, she been fucking Carrot Top, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He said, but let me read the article. All right. When I became a mother, I didn't think it could get any better until my son Matthew was born. When one became two, everything was perfect throughout the entire pregnancy. My sister-in-law showed me the picture of ultrasound. It was a perfectly healthy baby boy with a lot of hair. What we didn't know on the picture, the hair was red. So, yes, red hair. This is her right here. I think that's her. That nigga does not seem enthused. I would have got a paternity test right then and there. Yes, red hair. I can't believe it either. Could the nurses, like other African women, I am also expecting this was the last thing. The moment he was born, and the first and only thing I heard was, oh my God, is literally the last thing any woman expect, especially when who just, come on, lady, write your fucking articles right. Especially one who just spent 11 hours delivering a baby. And now wants to hear this. This bitch don't know how to write. All right. I even knew. Look at this goddamn kid. That shit crazy. You a lie, Fee? I wasn't white. You saying I was a cracker racist when I was born? Get the fuck out of here. It all makes sense. It all makes sense.
Look at the coos. Wow. Look at the coos. Always tuning for you.
It all makes sense.
All right, let me stop. Nah, this article is definitely ESL, right? I even knew that Naval Medical Center Portsmouth is a great teaching hospital, but all the above, I could go into a full knock panic. The nurse said, he has red hair, and paused for 10 seconds. And I responded, said, no, just watch him a few times. Okay.
Yeah. She bugging out.
Okay. This bitch said, wash him a few times. Oh, there's blood in his hair. Just gotta wash that out. You hopped up on epidurals and shit. You know what he's saying? You know, watch him a few times. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Anybody looks at this goddamn kid right here. I think I got this from Tim, by the way. Shout out to Tim giving me content. Anybody look at this kid right here. I don't give a fuck what they say, man. Now, Vay would have been good for this because Vay keeps giving birth to light-skinned babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, him and his first baby mama, they dark, and his kids is lighter than me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the fuck is going on with that, but he would have been a good person to damn, Fee said I was white as the snow when I was born. I didn't even know you was there for the shit. But nigga, this shit is crazy. What would you do if your wife popped out a redheaded kid?
To be honest with you, I'd feel away. I had to get some kind of test just to make certain. But don't they do that at the hospital anyway?
But niggas be scared to fucking do that shit with their wives because they don't want their wives yelling at them. But I don't give a fuck who has.
I mean, like I'll be like you have to see where I'm coming from here.
No, but then she'll hit you. Then she'll hit
I don't
you with
have
this.
red hair at all anywhere in my family.
Then she'll hit you with this. Oh, so you don't believe me? I'll be like, no, I don't. Doctor, come swab both of us, motherfucker. You know what I mean? I can fucking nut in the chick if she get pregnant, and I could be around her the whole pregnancy. She don't leave my sight once. I would still get a paternity test. I didn't watch too much Maury to not get a paternity test.
Right, just to be safe.
And I got a redhead kid. I've been calling Theo a half breed and a day walker for I don't know how long. He took this. I remember I used to call you that shit. But he a fucking
half breed. That was a day walker. I never got that one. Day walker.
Exactly, Brad. Brad said she can yell. Well, look at this nigga, motherfucker come out Carrot Top. I'm like, hey, didn't you go to Vegas? Yeah, you go to Vegas, fucking baby. Like you don't get the paternity test. You watching the baby and she's fucking, or he or she is fucking making funny with props and shit. Look, ma, broccoli on top of this. Now it's broccoli. No, like, make the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, she puts a fucking a brick on top of the house. Like, look, ma, brick house. Like, yo, nah, I need that paternity test. What the fuck,
Right,
Carrot
I'm
Top
gonna
at?
need to get that.
I wouldn't fucking. I wouldn't be comfortable within myself if a baby came out red like that. Like if it came out albino, you could go, all right, but like I'll still get the test. But like if it came out red with red hair, nigga, that baby white. You know what I'm saying? That baby white as fuck, nigga. Shit crazy as hell, man. Well, on that note, folks, we're creeping up on 3 hours. We're gonna let y'all go. It's been a nice, engaging podcast with my homie, my brother from another mother, Keys, Grammy-nominated rapper.
Let's get it.
Know what I mean?
Yo, we gonna do some crazy stuff. I'm thinking this year or early next year for Grumpy Old Men. I have ideas. I've been writing like a bastard. I got so much. I'm in my zone.
I tell you,
So,
man, send me the beats and tell me the vision, and nigga, I'm there, son.
Facts.
Send me the beats and tell me the vision. I'm there, player.
I'm gonna try to. I'm actually gonna try to make my way out to GA this year too. I need to. It's been too long.
Yeah, well, let me know, nigga.
Word up.
Or you can meet me in you can meet me where Zay lives. I ain't gonna put his shit out in the street. When you meet me where Zay lives, we can fucking. He wouldn't mind recording us.
That'd be fire.
Yeah.
And have him help produce it or whatever else.
Yeah.
And I know what I'm going to talk to you about offline about some of the ventures and stuff. I want you to jump in on.
Yeah, there's no doubt. But we'll talk about that in a second. Let me end this shit.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for watching this week. And next week we're gonna have my old Booger Sugar co-host on. Yeah. That should be an interesting podcast. I can guarantee you one thing. This motherfucker won't be 3 hours. And on that note, you know what they say about chicken. That was the most awkward fucking wave you just did. You like
Nah, I went like this.
you went like, oh, okay, devil horn. No, we're not coming to Cali.
It's not devil horns. It's more like a right out.
All right.